for last.
All of the best slurs are
No, but
saved for last.
Pretty much it is a Terminator armor that should weigh and have the mobility of a normal power armor, but I've never seen a normal power armor that marine backflip, so...
Yeah, no. Even sprinting they can do, but it's like they gotta consciously like be conscious of it. Can't just do it on a... Ugh.
Hello,
No,
chat.
The worst... Hello, chat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Pete.
Don't worry, it's fine. I let you. You finished your thought before I unmuted, so it's okay.
The dumbest thing about this is why I have the rat about the AI thing. It's like all the blades on the spears are differently shaped now. Instead of being like the straight blades, they're like leaf shaped. There's weird subtle changes happening with them. We haven't seen any of the physical kits yet. Like they're all still pre-orders and shit. So this is kind of gonna wait and see. We'll see what changes.
Yeah.
There's some weapons that are missing. Like there's apparently like they don't have a sentinel blade for the shield captain. It's like one of the Horus Heresy power swords that they get. Like the special swords that like important champions get that I can't remember the name of. And people were really confused about that. It's like the triggers are missing on like the sentinel blades, which are basically just swords with bolters on them. It's the same sort of thing as the spears. They don't have triggers either. Everyone's very confused.
Yeah, no, it is weird even when you realize that technically like the only reason mind impulse weapons work when it comes to like Grey Knights or the Alarus Terminator Custodians is because they are directly integrated in the armor, and usually the armors are this is a bit of a more technical part of the lore, but it is also important all the same. Now, for the Custodians, we exactly do not know, because their armors are technically more considered like a lot more advanced, and to the strain of being pretty much nanotechnology, like to the point that if you go and check like the difference between a Custodian armor and a normal Space Marine armor, they don't even have a backpack. Like their armors are so much more advanced that they have smaller and more powerful like reactors that alimент them. But generally, like the general rule when it comes to armors of this kind that have like wrist-mounted weapons or weapons directly integrated into the armor is that they are activated directly by mind impulse and using the nervous system of the user. Through Marines, that is done thanks to the black carapace, which is one of their organs, because pretty much the main way in which the movement of a Space Marine, the reflexes and the speed at which he can move are regulated inside. Oh, Pio joined the...
Oh, thank you.
Pio joined the chat. That's Pio.
Thank you for the sub, Pio.
Yeah, but like generally what happens is to make the Space Marine faster, or the Custodian faster in this case, the armor is directly integrated with their nervous system. So what happens is not the arm. Let's just make an example. A Space Marine tries to move an arm. Instead of being the arm moving and having to move the armor with it so that it is slower, bulkier, and the movement is not optimized, the armor being directly linked to his nervous system means that the moment like there is the signal that he wants to move his arm, that signal is interpreted also from the armor that moves together with the arm. It is pretty much that kind of optimization, which is why it doesn't make which is why it doesn't make any sense that these weapons don't have trigger. Oh yeah, they have the mind impulse. What the fuck are they connected to?
The spears aren't physically connected because you can't do twirls and shit with a spear if it's got a big cable sticking to it out the back.
Even less with the swords. Like even there, if there is no trigger, what the fuck are they doing? Are they just like squeezing the handle to shoot?
Yeah, Shad, we are spurging out over the Custodians right now.
Yes, I would say that there's a decent reason to spurg out right now, I would say. I was like, I scheduled this for this Saturday, and I was like, this is perfect. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about robots. It's gonna be amazing.
What the fuck is that Mohawk? I do not get why the fuck they gave that to a character.
And then they just came out with female custodies again.
That should be part of an helmet. This looks like unironically, if you remove the armor, so it looks like a band of raiders from Fallout. It is completely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like
send me a photo of like some of the Necromunda like gangers, and there's one with like an actual good version of that, and it's like this looks so stupid.
I think it is the Goliaths of the Mohawk like that usually.
Yeah, and it looks good because it's on a big, ripped, like drugged out gangster from the Underhive. This is like.
Because here's the thing: if you actually wear that kind of outfit, either your hair is gonna be completely ripped out if it's just not integrated to your heart, to your skull, or it will be wobbly all around like a little floppy.
But it will be so heavy that it will rip your head off. Like that's Aura might.
Sodi wants to put
Okay,
her
then
helmet.
Then
But
it's impractical.
No, do you want to know what is even funnier in all of this? If you look at the right one, the only other one without helmet, if you didn't know that was female, it looks like an older version of Gordon Ramsay.
Wait, is it female?
Yeah, that's a female.
Hold on.
Another angle. No.
Oh my gosh. She.
Also, the top. I hate the top knots on the helmets. I don't know why they added those.
That one isn't
like-
female. No, I think it is the same one I saw like the reveal of. It
thing
has the
is-
nose.
It's
I
like
streamed it the other day, during Friday, and right when we
Wow.
started, my chat was saying, "Oh, Warhammer is making new things. They're showing off female custodians." I'm like, "Wait, they are?" Like, and
So
what we heard first was just heads, and I looked into it. I said, "Wait a minute," and then I zoomed in on like on the chest and said, "Wait, these are not just regular chest plates. These are boo-plated armor."
Yeah, no, you can see you can see show screen the one with the it is ma'am version of Gubertown.
Oh
please.
yeah. This one,
Not sure who it's at.
the one with the hair
again,
ponytail.
There.
Top knots.
Here, let me
This is also
just share
a
screen.
woman, for reference.
I'll just share screen. There you go, if you want.
It's female Ragnar.
Thank you, user, for the
It
follow.
looks unironically like Gubertown hobbies. I cannot unsee the face.
Here, chat. I'll
And even then, like this made happy literally nobody, because like okay, they made the female representation now and everything, but they still have boob armor, and people are complaining about it. So
So here's the fun part. So I'm fairly active in like the tabletop scene, but like for the digital side. You know what the Custodes players have been crying about for years that we want more of? We want more Sisters of Silence shit. We've been begging for years to give us more actual female representation and female characters, and then they gave us this shit.
Yeah. Well, isn't the Sisters of Silence like? It's not the 100% equivalent, but it's basically what the equivalent is, right?
they are the equivalent of what sisters?
Yeah.
Not really.
Sisters of
They
Silence
are,
are not Space Marines. They are just women now.
Well, yeah,
just
but-
on,
yeah.
on par.
Yeah.
well, technically not just women, because technically they're also pariahs. But
yeah.
the main point is they are the equivalent of what if Custodians had Sisters of Battle, and the answer is Sisters of Silence. Pretty much the point is the Custodians being that they are not like a psychically sensitive force, they are more of a physical ones, because like when you're dealing with Psykers or the Warp, physical entities are a bit problematic, because if you are not a Psyker or a Null, you are very weak to that kind of situation. So pretty much to counterbalance that, the Adeptus Custodes are extremely powerful physical warriors that are extremely fast, strong, that have a martial prowess that is pretty much unmatched in the Imperium. Even Gilliman commented that they're pretty much Primarch killers in the right conditions. But the problem is, how do we balance them against the powers of the Materium of the Warp? And the answer was the Sisters of Silence, being that they are all pariahs. They're pretty much literally psychic gnolls that can remove psychic powers from around things. Like, for example, at one point there was a battle where like Magnus got surrounded by Sisters of Silence, and they literally cornered him because he could not use his powers against them. And pretty much the answer to that was, okay, the Sisters of Silence like deal with the Psykers and remove their powers, or capture them, or even support the Custodians, and if there is the need, the Custodians go with them and kill them.
Right. Is that what you posted, Sid? There.
Yeah, these are Sisters
Yeah,
of Silence.
those are Sisters of Silence. Even if the second one is Jeretia Kroll, I think it is at least similar, and I hate how their story ended.
I'm confused. Like, obviously one of them has bigger armor, but like, why do you need bigger armor? If this is what a Sister of Silence looks like, it's like the difference is actual femininity here. This is not feminine.
Yeah.
This is
Also,
not
like,
feminine. All right. This is.
Listen. You have to understand. The femininity is literally Nazism, so we cannot have them.
The GW is literally they really refuse to acknowledge the female characters they have in their setting, and they just want to do the thing. They just want to change all the male figures to be females.
It is not a point that they refuse to acknowledge them. Every time they try to introduce a new one, they fuck it up in every single way possible. The biggest example of that is fucking Erda.
Oh god.
Erda, unironically, Erda was introduced to be the mother of the Primarchs, one of the biggest allies of the Emperor. Then they added in the lore that she was actually the one that scattered the Primarchs into the warp because she didn't want them to be used by the Emperor as conquerors and pretty much generals of his army. So her answer to that was, let's throw them into literal definition of hell and let's see how things go. She's literally to blame for the current state of the fucking Imperium, for the Horus heresy, for all the bad shit that happened. She was introduced pretty much to give the Primarchs a mother and a powerful female characters, a role model, and she ended up being the one that destroyed the Imperium of Men.
Chat says woman moment. Accurate.
It's literally this is what, like, there's only a handful of new like female characters that are kind of cool. There's the, I don't remember her name or title, but the one who's leading the Priory, the Ardent Shroud, and who's in her neck suit.
Oh, she's not like leading the Priory of the Ardent Shroud. She's literally the new abbess of the Sisters of Battle. It is Morven Val that you are referring to. Yeah. She was elected to the seat of power of the High Lords of Terra for the Sisters of Battle because of the Ecclesiarchy. Pretty much the Ecclesiarchy pushed her into the position because she was pretty much feigning being a very easily manipulable pawn. The moment she was elected and got in power, she jumped into a fucking mech suit, was given a spear from the Custodians, and went into a fucking crusade. And it is currently leading on the battlefields. So.
She's like the only cool like female character they've done.
Yeah, and they have not used her for like 3 years at this point.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. Her models, her attitude was literally like, "Oh, you fucking bureaucrats! I'm gonna go do something. I'm actually gonna change the universe. You fucking idiots!" And then left.
Well, speaking of things, GW add in 1 year and then forget 3 years later. Silent King and the Necrons.
Yeah. I mean, I actually have even a bigger example of that. Sorry, not Be'lakor. How the fuck was the god they tried to introduce on machines?
Vashtor.
Vashtor, yeah.
He's not supposed to be a god. He's some sort of like greater demon who seems to work with the Dark Mechanicum or some shit. It's
yeah, but they were trying to set him up to like ascend to godhood. Then they forgot about it.
I love the chat. Damn in distress only because she's out of ammo. Yes, that's exactly the point.
She can't use the gun. Just like whack him with the gun.
That's why she has a spear.
That's the joke. Like, she's only in distress because she's out of ammo, not because she's weak. And that's the good part.
She's more a lore book only thing, but Gilliman's mom is pretty neat. Yeah, Gilliman's mom is a decade old at this point. You're talking of Tarasha Euten. She's a very old character. She's not new.
I love when she puts him in like timeout because he like fucks something up and he's like 7 feet tall and she's like an old lady.
The Ultramarines know her as Mama Gilliman.
Like they unironically would like respect her. Like she'd scold them and they'd feel bad. It was funny.
Yeah. She literally like looked at the Night Haunter in the face and pretty much went, yeah, fuck you. Like going in the face of Conrad Kurz that is going to probably torture and kill you in the worst way possible, that is telling you that he killed your son and such, and just going, yeah, go fuck yourself when you are just a normal human woman was actually pretty badass.
I think she was like specifically like, there's no way you killed Gilman, you fucking idiot. You talking shit.
Yeah, no, but generally, like, you would expect somebody to like to break down bag or something. You know, she just went fuck you, and yeah,
and it worked great. But Necrons, we can
Yes.
Speaking of women, though, for some reason GW also doesn't want to put like actual female Necron characters in there.
You know what's funny?
Because we cannot give boobs to robots. Do you have to understand that?
You
Even
know,
worse than that, Poncho.
yeah.
what's funny is there was that Twitter post today by that dog VTuber guy that's like, oh, here's a whole bunch of races that are male centric, and I'm like, wait a minute, are you saying that there's no females in all
No, he
these
said
other
they
races?
were male exclusive.
Oh, did he say that they were male exclusive? Are Necrons?
Yeah, and I remember he mentioned a lot of stuff, including like even the Mechanicus. Like
He mentioned the Mechanicus, the Necrons,
there's
the orcs.
female. There's several female mechanics.
Orcs you can't say is male exclusive. That is true. The other ones are not.
There's one.
Technically, the orcs aren't male by what we know. They don't even have genitalia.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, no, but
They're gender
there's
blobs.
No, they're literally fungi. Canonically, they are literally.
Oh, fair
mushrooms.
enough.
So if we really want to go that way, technically their gender is vegan.
Their gender is
Oh boy.
No, but like, funny enough, the female Necron thing. There is a female Necron character, and it's trans. It's the only one. I'm
When
not
I
even
read the
joking.
book about the one that you call trans, I always thought because I listened to audiobook, I thought it was someone you could. I took a little break in between reading it, and when I got back to them, I thought they mentioned, oh, why you just usurped my old ruler, so now we don't have like that kind of ruler anymore. I was like, okay, so I didn't even register that. Like it was that like tongue-in-cheek kind of thing that Arthur did to just.
Nah,
like,
but it was very shitty anyway, because like when you consider that by this point that they are all robots, like it doesn't make any sense, like gender male or female, and even then, if we really want to go that way, technically, more like a good majority of the average Necron warriors, the ones that are now mindless, could have been women at some point. Like you don't need to put in a trans character into the fucking robot faction. It is like it will go the same fucking way of the Transformer one. Everyone will hate it. Just put a female robot in it.
Yeah.
Like, just commit.
Yeah, like-
No reason to commit.
Yeah, because it is kind of weird. Like definitely.
Oh, God.
Like when you do it, it's definitely just trying to like.
I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry. Keep
The
going.
landlords have been
Okay,
tipped
alright,
$10 by at her.
I'll read it later. Sorry.
Okay, but yeah, but
It's just-
they are just trying to like. What was it? I'm trying to find the words, but I can't find them. I'm sorry.
Like, there's a bunch of like GW just not actually creating original female characters in the past like 5 years of any quality.
Right.
They are not creating a good characters of any quality, period. The only one they have of good quality was not even written by them, which is Titus.
But they seem to specifically like go after the female ones in a weird, funny way.
It's kind
Because
of.
unfortunately, yeah, it is more of a problem of like approach. Because unfortunately, with the kind of times we live in, their approach to making a female character, you can see it even like in the series of Tides, is literally, what if we took literally the real definition of a toxic man and made it into a woman, and that is their definition of empowerment. Like you can see it even from the open hostility that there is in the second episode of Tides with the female custodian character. She's literally a bitch from the beginning to the end, and they expected that anybody would like her. Like she's literally telling the space marine chapter that has had like a note to protect this world. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your oaths. Just evacuate the planet and apply exterminatus. Who the fuck do you think you're speaking with? I'm a custodian, you know. Like it is literally what if you went to Waffle House at 4 a.m. and you found the usual Karen.
Weird amount of attitude. And no
Obey.
Usual Karen. I don't know if she'd be up that early, but.
I love the custodians just adopting fucking Cryptoman's policy of just nuking planets to get rid of the Tyranids.
Yeah.
No, it is dumb. It is dumb. Like like generally they seem to think that is how you make an interesting but powerful character. The best way you can make an interesting but powerful character is by leaning into the elements of it that make it strong. Like the best example I can give is Anna from the Macarian Crusade trilogy. The woman, every time the woman, like she wasn't even a major character. She played like a major role only at the end of the trilogy. half the time when she appeared, she was literally like spawning out of nowhere in the bed of the main character. Like every time this guy opened the fucking door to one of his rooms, she will find her naked on his bed. But even he was aware that he was like not dealing. I'm not even joking. Like half the time it was literally that. But the point is, even he knew he was not dealing with a normal human woman, because it is very much heavily implied that she was a Khalidus shapeshifter assassin. But like generally, every time, almost every time she appeared, it was like that. But the times where she fought, she was literally carrying fucking everyone. She's the reason Macarius escaped like the hospital. They made it out of Irongrad. She's the reason, like in the second book, why they had like safe passage directly into going back for the Feast of Demetrius. In the third book, she saved the main character, and she's the one that ended up killing Macarius and Inquisitor Drake. Like,
and nobody ever talks shit about her, and GW doesn't understand why.
Many people don't even know she exists.
I wanna roll it back to Necrons again. So I wanna ask. So we don't lie on what we're supposed to talk to. So I'm curious. So let's start with Mizu, because you've been a little bit quiet, honey. So, what do you know about
Mizu's
Necrons
excited.
overall?
Mizu's excited for today.
They're space weeaboos.
I thought they
No.
were like space Egyptians, basically. They kind of had that
They
shape.
are.
Technically, that's the
They go
Thousand
around
Songs.
stealing shit.
Ban
So do you
Mizu.
know why they are very much space Egyptians overall?
No.
Why they have that aesthetic? Well, because
Did they build the
Cancer,
pyramids?
they do
Cancer.
build a lot of pyramids. But
Okay.
eventually, essentially, yeah. Pontius, want to take it?
Technically, like we really want to go for space Egyptians. Technically, there is two factions that are space Egyptian kind of aesthetic. It is the Thousand Sons, which were a Space Marine Legion and now are a Chaos Space Marine Legion, but that was early Egypt. Technically, the Necrons fall in late Egypt, especially from like the style of their
Late
stuff. But generally, the aesthetic, I think, was just that, an aesthetic choice, even because like they technically, while they have like pyramids, they are more like they're their own equivalent of Pokeballs. Like they're literally like just walking weapons and size of production for new Necron bodies to deploy on the battlefield. Other than that, they're usually
the way I wanted to. So the reason why they are Egyptians is because they are.
Attari's trying
Because
to
the
rein us
planet.
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna rail.
He's got a lesson plan.
The reason. So the reason why they are very Egyptian-like, because they, beside the just aesthetic point, is because they are on a planet they are coming from. They were cursed by a very radioactive sun and waves that just cursed them on a genetic level. They cursed their entire, even when they left the planet, they were still cursing them with a short lifespan. So their entire life they just worship or try to prepare themselves for the very short impending doom they are going to face. I don't remember
part.
This is when they were just called, because they were not called the Necrons, they were called the Necron tier before.
Yeah, but technically, like, it doesn't really have a connection to the aesthetics of being Egyptians, because technically, like, what they built underground were not pyramids.
Okay, no, but they build tombs. They build massive tombs, and the reason GW using pyramid as an aesthetic is because that's essentially what the pyramids were supposed to be. They were supposed to be a tomb.
Yeah.
The Bay Pharaoh is supposed to ascend to it later on in life. So that's what their entire thing was. And
So
what they conquered the galaxy, they mastered a lot of technology to a high level and degree. And eventually they stumble upon the old ones. And the old ones are what we know of as almost godlike. They create life and essentially created Necron. And they pleaded with them, asking them for help, essentially for the illness and curse to actually help them along. And you try to do that.
Yeah.
And the old ones, they basically said, nah, fam.
So they didn't start out as
they were not.
robots. They started out as organic-ish.
They're called the Necron tier. They were just living beings.
They were. They would.
Technically, we want to go into technically we want to go into detail. You can see generally why the old ones wouldn't do that. Like, even if we don't count the theory that came out recently with my video on the Halo devices, which is probably that the race that built the Halo devices was an experiment by the old ones before the Eldar and it was a race that was actively mortal, and that seeing how violent and destructive they became, just seeing the holo devices, you can see why, if that theory is true, they wouldn't do that. But technically, like, there is many people like talk about the war in heaven as if there is only one war in heaven. Technically, there is two wars in heaven. One before the Necrontyr became the Necrons, and one after they became the Necrons. Technically, the Necrontyr weren't the most peaceful race. They were already conquering planet, exterminating other species before like they interacted in any way with the Catans, or even before like they technically asked for help to the old ones. Like, they needed to be pushed back like in their own systems on their own planet, because they were conquering, they were killing a lot of species. And after that, like after not being granted immortality, after like the radiation had extremely damaged like their own tissue, to the point that now cancer was literally part of their DNA, to the point that even like escaping the radioactive star they lived on didn't change anything. Wherever they lived, they will get cancer. It didn't change.
Yeah, this guy looks like cancer as part of his genome. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So
but
it's gonna be fan art of the Necrontyr. There is no actual official like.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there's nothing
it-
official. This
it
is
is
just
okay.
like this is like a fan's rendition.
This is what we all agree they probably look like, because GW doesn't want to give us anything.
Well,
Yeah,
if they gave us
and,
them, maybe they would come out and say they were all non-binary. So maybe it's a good thing.
Honestly, probably. And then also,
But yeah.
period wise, this is like a million.
They
like,
were an
I don't
alien
know, this is like
species that
several
knew no
hundred million
gender.
years.
Well, technically no. If we go, it's like between 60 and 80 million years ago. But yeah, generally it is mainly a problem of like a context, because people do not really realize how little hope the Necrontyr had to having like a normal life when even they were so advanced on a technological level, because the Necrontyr pretty much shit in the face of everybody else when it came to technology. They were probably, if not the first, one of the first spacefaring species of the Milky Way galaxy. They had the Gauss technology. They were extremely fucking powerful, but they became even more powerful after they found another species, which was the species of the Catan. Now, we technically do not know what the Catan are, but by various descriptions given by various of them, technically the shards that are still alive in 40k, or even like Zarulash the Potentate, which will be like the biggest shard that is still around. The Catan are like the physical manifestation of godhood inside of the reality. They're pretty much the counter equivalent to the chaos gods from the Immaterium. At least like that is intended from the stuff we know for now.
Mm-hmm.
What ended up happening is they found like these strange energies feeding on the radiation emitted from the stars. Decided to capture them because they had the technology to do so, and to see what would happen, they decided to use their engineering and one of the main materials that creates a Necron warrior, which is a material known as living metal, to give them physical bodies. Now, these entities did, yeah.
It's called necrodermis.
Yeah, well, I prefer living metal, to be honest. Necrodermis. But yeah,
yeah. The thing is with the armors, and like you see the armor they're wearing, like the actual thing they're made of is called necrodermis.
Yeah.
And it basically the thing with what makes them also like, it kind of self-repairs itself and like regenerates their bodies. Even if you have a head of them just laying around, they will regrow the entire thing eventually.
So
not really to the powerful of a level. It is more of a matter of like, if there is damage that is not too serious, it will regenerate like we can do normally. But if you are like, the problem mainly of killing a Necron is that it can be reborn. It cannot really regenerate after a certain point. Yeah, pretty. No, not really. The T1000 could reform itself. If you decapitate a Necron, it will not like re-put itself together. That body is dead. They will just get into another one. But
wait, Pontius, would you say they need a Wi-Fi? Essentially, need a Wi-Fi connection to a specific thing, to a tomb.
Their own Wi-Fi connection.
Not really a Wi-Fi connection. It is more like a recall signal, but there is like specific ammunition or specific weapons that can interfere with it, to the point that if you kill a Necron using them, they will not be reborn. But
they teleport back to the tomb world or the ship.
I have a little video here if you want to watch it. This can also help visualize it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I love showing these ones. Pontius, do you have a seal approval of it?
Here, let me.
It is a cutscene from Battlefield Gothic, so yeah.
Battlefield Gothic, is one of the better places to do. So I thought this one you can put up screen, both of y'all.
Yeah. Do you want to do a watch together? I feel like watch together works better, so anybody can pause at any point.
Yes, it's very short, so it
All
should
right.
be.
Oh, I just put it up on your Discord.
I could do that too. I just know that watch together is better for if people want to pause or whatever.
Yeah, but it's short, like he said.
Fair enough. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They got ultra cancer. I am curious. So are Necrons like? Do they have any like organic like parts inside? Okay,
No,
so they're all living metal then.
Fully. Yeah, no, we can get into that after this, no problem. Like I can explain exactly what went down.
Okay.
It was a very bad day.
Is everybody ready? I'll start playing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
In the deepest eons of history, before mankind had even emerged from primordial ooze, the Necrontyr dominated the galaxy. But unity receded, even as the bounds of their domain expanded. Fearing the collapse of their civilization, the leaders of the Necrontyr assailed the Old Ones, seeking to wrest from them the secret of eternal life. The galaxy
Of course, that's the last thing you gotta go for.
Too late, the Necrontyr realized the impossibility of victory. Thus, they embraced damnation. The Star Gods, the Catan, walked amongst them, offering prized immortality and long-sought victory. So ended the Necrontyr of old. Betrayed by the ambition of Zarek, the Silent King, they were dragged in chains
That's
to the
technically
fires
false,
of
but yeah.
Sorry?
It's old lore.
Yeah, they were like Zarek, the Silent King, didn't really betray the Necrons. So it is more complicated than that.
I'm gonna say, imagine this being coming from. This is the idea that some Necrons have. Let's go with that, because some of them feel like he betrayed them, but he himself was also fooled.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned like a monkey paw wish. If that, maybe that.
It can be explained. It can be explained as we go into their backstory. But pretty much what happened was after they gave like physical bodies to these astral entities, they created what we now know as the Catans, and there were very many, at least in the beginning. There was the Deceiver, there was Landugor, that was the Flayer, Zarulash, the Potentate. Like they were all pretty much what we would define even in 40k as gods given physical form.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do not know exactly why the Catans hated the old ones, the Toad people that brought life into the Milky Way galaxy. But pretty much what happened was, seeing the sorry state in which the Necrontyr were, seeing how advanced and powerful their technology was, pretty much what the Catans did was propose a deal to Zarek and the Necrontyr at large, which was, we can give you eternal life, but in exchange you must move war to the old ones with us. Like, you will become our soldiers. Zarek obviously would accept, even if, to be honest, that specifically that proposition was made by the Catan known as the Deceiver. Even if we want to go into detail, the problem with the Deceiver is the Deceiver doesn't lie, but he leaves out details about stuff. And one of the main details that happened was the old one, pretty much the Catans, what they did was they took all the necrodermis, or the cooler term, the living metal, and used it to fashion bodies for the Necrons. In this case, the immortal robot bodies that we see them in now. What should have happened was pretty much a transfer of souls directly from their bodies into the new living metal bodies to pretty much make them immortal. But in reality, what happened was the transfer happened, at least mentally, but all the souls of all the Necrons got devoured by the Catans, because the Catans needed sustenance, and radiation or souls was one of their main way to sustain themselves.
That's hilarious.
They devoured all the souls of the Necron tier, made them pretty much into slave entities of the Catans now, living like generally working brains and personalities only to the highest echelons of their society. Pretty much Zarek the Silent King, Orican the Diviner, Trazin the Infinite, and very many others. But the majority of the race pretty much became mindless fucking robots, even if that is theorized to have happened after because of the war, because like every time they get copied into a new body, they pretty much become more and more corrupted until there is pretty much nothing left but an automaton. So we don't really know if that happened before or after.
Mm-hmm.
But what ended up happening is the Necrons became what they are now. They moved the war to the Old Ones, to the Eldar, to the point that the Old Ones, because being that the Necrons and the Catans don't have souls, they are technically pariahs. They are immune to psychic powers. They can still be armed by some of them, but the majority of them don't work on them, like mind control or stuff like that. It is useless.
Because there's no mind.
Yeah, and what ended up happening is the Old Ones created the precursors of the Orcs, known as the Krorks, and what we know as the War in Heaven, when in reality it is the second War in Heaven happened, which is the war between the Old Ones and the Catans. The Necrons actually won the war. The Catans destroyed all the Old Ones, even if there was a rumor of having survived. The Krorks were isolated because there wasn't an off button and started de-evolving into the Orcs we know now. The Eldars that were hiding mainly in the Webway and in other parts of the galaxy were left out of the war because they were psychically based warriors, and against the Necrons they had fucking nothing they could do. And what ended up happening is, after the war ended, the Necrons had realized by this point the treachery of the Catans, that by this point they were killing each other's for sustenance, they were pretty much devouring each other's, and decided to move war against them. They moved war against the Catans, their own gods, won once again. The majority of them got trapped into their own monoliths and into their own moving pyramids, pretty much as power sources for the technology of the Necrons. In fact, they are technically used by this point as batteries for weapons, the majority of them at least. And they actually managed to kill one, which was Landugor, the Catan known as the Flayer, which created the Flayer virus, which is currently the only disease that can infect a Necron. And all the ones that are infected by it actually yearn to be organic again, to the point that like they go completely insane and start like finding organic creatures to kill, flay, to wear their organs, bones, skins, and they're considered rejects and are pretty much looked down upon by the rest of the Necron race. And they are isolated all the time because obviously just being touched by a Flayer spreads the virus. So, and
let's take that off.
It's COVID.
Okay.
Kind of.
I found a Necron.
All right, let's keep finding of it.
Necron COVID.
Necron COVID, exactly.
I'll go into it later on.
Yeah.
Transmuted from fragile and radiation-cursed bodies to forms more suited for the ravages of war. Stripped of flesh, of mortality, even of their souls, the Necrontier passed from history. Only the Necrons remained. Now enslaved to the will of the Catan, the Necrons at last altered the course of the war. Cosmic battle lines buckled and at last broke beneath the tide.
That's the Deceiver, by the way.
Sorry?
No, that's the Nightbringer.
Yeah.
That's the Nightbringer?
He's at the site. The Deceiver. The Deceiver is the
wait. The Deceiver is the trident head one, yeah.
He's the golden one. The one in TTS.
Yeah, he looks like a trident head. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting again.
But yeah, you can see here how they like imprison them. They're pretty much the equivalent. These are pretty much the Necron equivalent of a Pokeball for gods.
I'm gonna say this because what they actually did is once they were stopped by one of the old ones after a long war, they're skipping quite a lot of context right now in the video. And essentially, once the Catan, they got what they wanted. They devoured, like, I don't remember. Did they devour the old ones?
They got them all.
They should have devoured their souls, yeah, because they were extremely powerful. It is the point of a Psyker. Psykers have very powerful souls.
MizuhanaOshibe, something you need to know about the Catan, they do not even like they care more about what they eat more than their friendships. So they did not stay friends with even the other Catan charge once the big dogs were out of the game. So they started predating on each other, and the Necron tier and the Silent King especially saw this as opportunity to get back the freedom and started attacking them.
I mean,
what they did right now, what you're looking at right now is a shard of one of these mighty beings. One of many.
Yeah, which one was this one? Because it doesn't look like the Void Dragon.
So this is just a generic Catan shard.
Okay.
So the specific shards very much look like they're specific.
It's a generic shard, so no one can feel like they are weaker than the other ones.
Yeah, on the table.
On the tabletop it is a thing, but technically if we go by the most powerful one at the moment is Zarulash the Potentate. It is confirmed that he was the biggest shard ever encountered of a Catan god. So
yeah, we don't have any like tabletop stuff to reference.
Oh yeah, these monoliths are very big, very very big.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at this and I'm just like, I bet you this takes up a good chunk of the table.
Kind of.
I think it's the size of a knight, which means 15 meters, like scale size.
If we're doing
on the table.
Oh, yeah, like on the table, yeah, it's just still about 20. Oh shit, yeah, you forget the Americans.
Go in meters, go in 8 meters or millimeters.
No,
I can
I'm not talking about that. We're talking. If you're talking tabletop, it is a thing, but this thing it's technically gigantic in 40k universe.
It's like the size of a building.
Yeah. No, not even. I will say it is unironically the size of a small pyramid, because yeah.
Right.
Size of a big Walmart.
Size of a big
wrong
Walmart.
Catan chat. That's the Void Dragon. Wrong Catan.
Yeah,
you don't measure anything in Walmart, Attari.
even if I'm very curious of
I don't know. Freedom.
Attari, a big
football fields.
Exact. I was gonna say.
Moon landing.
Attari doesn't know what a big one is.
Listen, we need to measure here with very accurate measurements. I can only accept bald eagles per glazed donut.
You
exactly.
do like pasta strand per tomato over there. Calm down.
How many spaghettis is actually tall?
Exactly. How tall? How many spaghetti? All right, let's continue.
How many spaghetti tall is this?
How many prosciutto?
Oh, we also measure stuff in war crimes.
That's Pio mainly.
Is that in time or in length?
In quality.
It's more like an addition sort of thing.
Something like that.
Okay.
A little multiplication in there as well.
Just a little bit, you know.
The old ones
depends on what country we're talking about.
led what remained of his people in revolt against their Catan masters. The Star Gods were overthrown, shattered into shards, and forced to serve those they had once ruled. But centuries of war had taken their toll on both the Necrons and the galaxy.
Centuries, my ass. The war in heaven lasted millions of years.
Yeah, here's another thing. Because a lot of people get this timeline quite wrong. Because they meet the old ones, they fight them, and then they fall. Then later on to the Catan, and then the war started, and then the old ones start making the Kroks and Eldar in the Master Revolt or in between. Then once the old ones lose, the Catan, the Necrons are fighting against the Catan. But after they finished the fight with Catan, they were kind of weak, and all the other races rallied up as the Eldar and the Kroks.
They were winning.
And
they were winning.
No, here's the thing. No, the thing here is, but essentially, they realized that because after fighting or winning over the Catan shards, they were almost on an equal footing, but the Necrons realized that we have time on our hands. We can win by sleeping out. And here's the thing: then the Necrons has ability to some of their people in the race, just like the Eldar, can weave the future or see futures. So what they basically is chronomancy, yes. So what they basically did, they saw a future where all their enemies of old is going to die will fall during this time period. And we have time on our hands, so we're going to go to these massive tombs and sleep it out and wake up during this time and reclaim the galaxy as ours, as it rightfully is.
Right.
And this is what they do. They had massive tombs on a majority of a lot of planets and just slept it out.
We can sleep it out, I'll wake up when it's time,
Yeah, and they put a clock on it, and then Sarek, the Silent King, exiled himself for repentance after that, and then he severed his connection to his control, basically, command with all other Necrons. And right before he left.
Right.
Yeah.
Because something with the Necrons, a lot of them are a lot of leaders are very, how should I say, very special in a sense, and a lot of them has their own kind of providence and land. They're all rulers in their own right, even before and after this whole, while being a Necron tier, and even while being a Necron in afterlife.
Yeah.
So all of them are fighting over lands and other things.
Right.
Yeah, but generally, one of the main problems is that now that they are waking up, they are there is mainly a kind of resentment that is spreading around the Necrons. It is not a feeling shared by everyone, because technically there are Necrons that never went to sleep, Orican the Diviner and Trazyn the Infinite have been around for pretty much all the time. They never joined the Great Sleep, to the point that Trazyn was there during the Great Crusade before the Awakening started. Even recently at the Battle of Cadia, he freed from his own prisons, because one of the main characteristics of Trazyn the Infinite as a Necron is that he's pretty much a collector. He goes around stealing stuff, especially from battlefields.
The kleptomaniac.
He's the
a robot that's a kleptomaniac. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, and he has stuff that is from thousands of years of development of humanity. He has a Krork. The last remaining Krork is in his museum. He has a clone of Fulgrim that was given to him by Fabius Bile. He has Thunder Warriors. At least had Legionis Astartes directly from the times of the Great Crusade. He had Custodians.
He's got an enslaver.
First edition you can think of, essentially.
Yeah, and
he has a proxy of it until he has it. That's the thing.
And he freed some of the forces on Cadia during the Battle of Cadia. So they woke up after a long sleep onto another battlefield. Imagine the Great Awakening that was. But generally, there is a sentiment that is spreading around the Necrons, which is a very big resentment against organic life, to the point that there are unironically Necron dynasties that are trying to reverse the great transfer that they did to go back to being organic. But there are others that are if we cannot be organic, nobody else will be, and are actively trying to exterminate all organic life in the galaxy.
Right.
Yeah, very
that makes sense.
Parts of it. What was Honey?
I said, what a bitch.
Nobody's allowed to be organic. Everybody will be dead, and we will be the only ones left.
Yeah, in fact, the argument I finished them, I finished for them in my video about the Imperium being the good guys, is if the Necrons, if the Necrons fully awaken, the galaxy is destined to become an empty husk where the only thing left living are made of metal.
Oh yeah, if the Necrons fully wake up, GG, it's game over.
Yeah,
the Necrons are so
back by them. Just a lot of majority of them are just sleeping, essentially.
Yeah, if the Necrons have the most advanced technology in the galaxy. They are even ignored by the Tyranids, because the weapons of the Necrons, which are generally the Gauss weapons that even the most basic Necron warrior is equipped with, has pretty much the main characteristic the Tyranid hate. They destroy you on a molecular level, meaning every single thing hit by them cannot be reconsumed for biomass. So literally, even the Tyranids avoid them, because anybody that fights them ends up losing in one way or another. It doesn't matter. Even in a battle of attrition, these guys cannot die. They are reborn unless you use very specific rights or ammunitions. And there is even worse than that. Some of their most advanced technologies are literally planet shattering. There is a weapon that was used at the end of the Shield of Baal series, and you can see the effects of it in the first book of Dante, where like the Blood Angels, the Silent King, and the Necrons that were sleeping on the planet actually made a temporary alliance to fight against the Tyrannids that were attacking the planet. And like I don't remember exactly how he called it, but like the Silent King unleashed a weapon that pretty much one-shotted half of the Eye Fleet of Tyranids in one single shot, and like gave the time to both sides to evacuate the planet. And like other than that, there is the World Engine, which was literally a weapon platform as big as a planet. There is I think it's called the Celestial Priory, which is literally like it is literally, imagine a giant map, holographic map in real time of the galaxy, where you can just pick a sun and snuff it out and make it go supernova remotely.
Kind of reminds me.
That's what happens when you get shot by it, by the way. I posted in Discord.
What, by their weapon?
The Gauss.
Yeah, the weapons.
Yeah, when you get it by the most basic Gauss weapon.
Oh, lovely. If I just open it up in Tenor GIF, it just opens it up in a very tiny, very insignificant form.
No. Well, you can look it up if you want. Instead, just open the trailer for. It was the trailer, I think, for 9th edition.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can just. It's right in the beginning of this one. You can lower the audio in it.
Okay, hold on.
I also posted a picture of the Silent King in his dripped out chair.
So what you have is Cadians fighting against.
You can put on the audio. It is interesting, but like not too high because
Fair.
It's not relevant.
Oh yeah, these guys stood no chance.
Yeah, I know.
They literally just like shredded into nothing.
It's called the Lost Fire.
Yeah, no.
Is that what happens to men? It's like, oh, that's what happens when you choose the female custodies.
Yeah, they.
That Rayma was my video on female marines shattering the hopes of the community.
Oh goodness, that's a great picture to pause on. No, mercenary.
And to be honest, very lore inaccurate. Also, as a picture, the eyes are wrong.
Yeah, it should be
They're
purple.
supposed to be purple. But
yeah,
hey, okay, actually, Pontius, these are not Cadians in that case. But I mean, his thing, everything is now using Cadian specific standards of with gear. So
yeah, no, that is a very stupid justification given by Games Workshop because they don't want to make new sprues for models.
That's literally the excuse. They don't want to make new sprues, so they just say everyone has Cadian armor.
Yeah, everyone has Cadian armor. Okay, why the fuck would they do that? Like, the Maccabi and Janissaries are now going around with Cadian drip. Fuck you, Games Workshop.
I hate that. Maccabi and Janissaries are my fucking boys. They drift out.
Also, I like to ask Mizu, did you read the Infinite Divine book?
It hasn't gotten there yet.
Wait.
Okay.
Throne is being gay.
Yeah, I won't spoil too much on that book, but I know you're gonna like it.
Katachans in Cadian armor. I don't think the Katachans will wear Cadian armor because the Katachans are not pussies. They literally fight like chest naked. Only the women don't, which is a very big loss for muscle lovers like me.
They can a chance. They're mid-maxing because they know we get one shot by anything anyway. So why wear armor?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if we go by Colonel Strachan, he took that a little bit too literally because, like, he lost a good, like, the right half of his body is literally only bionics now. So.
I love the part where it's like he's sitting behind cover throwing grenades, yelling at his surgeons to go faster.
Akko, if you go back to the OG video,
yes,
and we'll finish that one up.
Yes. Really quickly, Mercenary says, don't forget the bell that almost ruined Trazon's collection. I'm assuming that's like going back to that collector guy.
Yeah, to be honest, my favorite scene in the entirety of the series of the events that are around Trazyn and Orican is how trolling Trazyn is most of the time with Orican. Like there was
too much.
No, like because there was one time because like the main thing that Trazyn does is that he goes around with something that he calls the Tesseracts, which are pretty much pocket dimensions where he keeps stuff and such. And at one point, like they needed an army. And like Orican was, tell me you brought an army. And Trazin answered, oh, my esteemed colleague, you think so little of me. I brought 5. And he takes out the
He's got like 5 little like Pokeball cubes.
The thing is, Trazin like uses these things you like to capture stuff with, and he goes to battlefields and just pluck literal armies and just put them in a dioramas. He like Trazin is supposed to be essentially Trazin is the Warhammer collector like manifest essentially. He's the one who is like a Warhammer collecting freak. He just puts stuff and puts dioramas, make him look good. And he quotes a note that he just, if he doesn't have parts that is perfect, he just put proxies up.
I found the meme, Pontius.
Oh damn it!
Yes.
All right,
They literally play. It's so good.
All right, let's continue the video.
All right, sounds good.
The Necrons retreated to
Mizu
colossal
muted.
stasis
Oh, shit.
tombs.
Oh
God damn
wait,
it,
were you
Mizu.
muted, Mizu?
Nobody said anything.
I didn't.
Well, you were muted. We couldn't hear you, dingbat.
Bro, I mean, the chat never said anything. I'm offended now.
Wait, have you been
Chat-
muted
chat
this
is
whole
very
time to
gay.
your chat?
Apparently.
Oh
Oh.
baby.
It's okay, I'll go dumb myself now.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
No! Don't do it.
Also, thank you, Gabby. Does Trazin really have an uncorrupted Fulgrim clone?
Yes,
Yeah,
you traded
the-
for 500 or for 50,000 units of Emperor's Children gene seed.
Jesus, I remember like 5,000, but yeah,
30,000.
50, but it may be
30,000. Get it right.
yeah, but but generally, the point was he had captured Fabius Bile. Fabius Bile is the only guy that was able to make Primarch clones. But keep in mind, there were Primarch clones only biologically. What I mean by that is the bodies were the same, the souls weren't, which is a thing we saw with his clone of Horus. But generally, yeah, he was able of making perfect clones of the uncorrupted Primarchs, and he made one Fulgrim that he used as a personal bodyguard. And when he was captured by Trazin, he pretty much made that deal. Yeah, you can keep the clone, just free me and give me a lot of the gene seed of the Emperor's Children, all the one you have. And yeah, it was
He
let
was
go.
like, fuck, that's a great deal. Here, take it and leave.
Chats were like, oh, 2nd edition Fulgrim, I'll take that.
Well, second edition, there is only 2 Fulgrims, and he has 1, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean, 2nd edition.
This one's just as gay as the other one.
It's actually even more gay because he's not a serpent man.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Sleep away millennia while their domain healed and their rivals passed into dust. Freed from the shackles of time, the passing millennia meant nothing to them. 60 million years have passed, and the ancient tombs are once more stirring to life. The Necrons, forgotten by all but the Eldari, are returning to claim what was theirs. They will abide no trespassers.
Slowly but surely.
With the awakening of their Therion, Kefrek the Unbroken, the Nephilim dynasty arises once more. Undying
these are
legends share in the forgotten
These are
dirt
some of the
of
ships of the
100 waters.
Necrons. Everyone actually makes jokes about them because every single one of the designs of their ships, or even like flyers in general, looks like a fucking croissant. So
Oh, I can kind of see it.
I mean, that one literally is a giant
Croissant with a
croissant,
with a pyramid on top of it.
Crescent moons, guys, come on.
though. No,
Take it
it's
seriously.
It's a croissant shaped. No, you can't make me.
But yeah, they are massive and they are very, very scary.
Yeah.
These.
by the way, I'm noticing something weird that has been in the stream from the beginning. There is a little twirling wheel like over us in the stream. I don't know what it is. That it is a loading symbol.
Oh, that Akka has a Fuji tech up.
Oh, okay. I don't know what those words mean, Magic Man, but okay.
Your image is on the screen and it'll dance whenever you speak.
Well, yeah, there's just a swirly bar, but it's whatever.
Yeah, the
wait.
swirly bar means Akko has a Fuji tech up that has nobody actually in it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's for a
What's-
specific person, and that person isn't here, so it just has
It's trying
a
to
Just
load
loading.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
Oh,
trying to
wait.
load
Wait.
the PO, but there is too much data.
Is it
West Coast.
Mizu, is
chat.
it showing
They
that on
show
your
from-
screen?
No, it doesn't.
No, because I don't have somebody else's Fuji tech still open.
Oh, fair enough.
West Coast in chat. The video is one of the opening cutscenes for Battlefleet Gothic 2.
Yeah, it is funny that if you play like the campaign of the Necrons and you win, the finale is them closing the Eye of Terror using the Cadian pylons.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Which
more
unironically
pylons.
is pretty good.
Yeah, it literally was.
Unlimited pylons.
It's kind of funny. If you have played StarCraft, you will recognize some of the you will recognize any aesthetic from Warhammer, from Piecemeal, from all the Xenos races, to like the Protoss things. Because this one kind of looks like the Tempest.
Yeah, the Protoss look like Eldari kind of. You know why?
I only played
StarCraft is gonna
Protoss.
be a 40k game.
Yeah, Protoss were based. I will like Teldarim, the base part of them.
Yeah. StarCraft was going to be a 40k game, and GW dropped the ball.
Wait, really?
As they do.
Why do you think the
No,
Space
GM.
Marines from StarCraft look like Space Marines from 40k?
I never played StarCraft, but like that is a surprise to me.
And like the Protoss are Eldar.
Huh.
Like
I mean, I could show you things from StarCraft, and you could immediately, even from just what we've learned, pick it out from Warhammer stuff, except for orcs, because I don't think they ever really had an orc analog in StarCraft.
No,
like
they even have the Tyranid analog, so...
Like the
Yeah, the
Zergs
Zerg.
or the Tyranids, the Protoss, and the Taldar.
They had all the assets, so they asset flipped them essentially to work with their own. So they said, "Oh, we have all we
Even the
got so far. We
Zelnaga
made this
is
whole
like
thing."
a fucking old one rip. Like even the Zelnaga are taken for 40k.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, let's continue.
So it's
Conquest.
yeah.
It's almost over.
Oh, it's a better look at the croissant.
Galaxy has
It's a lot
begun.
It's like a croissant with like a tumor on the
Yeah,
backside of it.
So that yes. So what this is so the size of this ship. How big do you think this ship is?
I mean, if the
just
pyramid is
from-
like sized like a regular pyramid, I'd assume it's like pretty
bigger.
big.
Oh,
It's a lot
Bigger.
bigger.
A lot
It's a
bigger.
lot bigger.
let me say this is space pyramid, Sako. You need to remember.
Yeah,
so
but
everything's
like
bigger in space.
pyramids are already
Texas.
pretty big anyway.
Yeah, but okay.
Is that why there's so many
so,
male astronauts?
Yes.
so I think this one it will probably be like 10 kilometers across, but obviously this is if you just compare it from like I don't know if it actually has like a size, but I feel like it's supposed to be way bigger than even a Emperor Emperor class battleship. Gloriana.
I mean, Gloriana, I don't know. Some Glorianas were as big as
Gloriana-
continents, but yeah.
Here's the thing: the Gloriana ships that they mentioned, these are the flagships of the Primarchs that the Emperor were gifted out to them, essentially. And they are like single, like they have sister ships with other Glorianas, essentially. And the
biggest
size
one,
or length for them are like 28 kilometers all across. The biggest one, I don't know, but I know Gilliman's is like still roaming around. Is 28 kilometers or like
That
you
is a
have-
bit small, to be honest. Like the biggest Gloriana class battleship was the Imperator Somnium, which was the flagship of the Emperor of Mankind, and it is unironically like as
you can't compare that one. That's all the other ships had sister ships. That one in particular did not have a sister ship, from what I know.
Yeah, but like
That would not-
even then, even the Arc Mechanicus are as big as a continent. You want to tell me that an Arc Mechanicus is bigger than a Gloriana?
No, like Arc Mechanicus they are 15 kilometers across, I think.
I hate Games Workshop and their fucking measurements. They are shit at it. Oh yeah, the warlords are 50 meters. No, sorry, 30 meters. The Imperators are 50 meters. And then you read the fucking Saturnine or Mortis, and like the Titans arrive at the wall, and it says, oh yeah, the Imperator class Titans were a quarter of the height of the Saturnine wall. The Saturnine wall is a fucking kilometer. So they are 250 meters now. Fucking Games Workshop.
Well, here's the thing. These are I gotta say this. Essentially, when it comes to warships, and I think they're using the same thing, which is like in real world life world. Like, okay, do you know what the difference between a cruiser and a battleship is in real life?
No.
Yes.
All right, Mizu.
Mizu does not. I can tell you already.
Oh, God.
Real
Well,
life. What is real life? I live in 40K.
Well, a lot of 40K should, like, a lot of the origins for when they categorize a lot of things is based on, this is what, you know, when you have, like, the battle cruisers, essentially it is based on the caliber of guns they have on or the amount of guns they have, like, on the deck, essentially. A lot of times.
Yeah.
I'm not
So it's
muted.
just a
Chat, shut up.
Chat, you can't make that excuse again.
You can't guess
Doesn't
like,
work twice.
He's just shy.
he can look at OBS and see the green bar go up and down.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't
But
do that
yeah.
twice.
But yeah, essentially, Gloriana classes are very big, but they are singlets. These ones they have, like Necrons has a lot of these ones, and they are,
Am I
once you
getting
see this
raided?
thing, you are. Oh, you are?
Amalgamate, apparently.
Oh, hello, Mel.
Thank you for the raid, Amal. Welcome. Welcome.
We're being
Hi, bestie.
autistic, chat.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
autism
We're
time with
learning
the
we're
Italian
learning
one.
about space robots that drive croissant ships that are bigger than your
mom.
mama. Nice.
Oh, God.
Stop! You
All
you almost made me drop my fucking croissant.
I love that.
He's actually got a real one. All right, let's
I
go.
can tell you now, they are very big.
You can't join though, Amal. We're not talking about fantasy.
But yeah, generally take like the measurements given by Games Workshop with a pinch of salt, because they really cannot fathom numbers in any fucking way possible. If we want to go for stuff like that, they cannot even count. Like by lore, one of the biggest battles to ever happen, like in the history of 40K, which is the Ulanor Crusade, that was a war against the biggest orc empire in the galaxy with the most powerful orc war boss ever seen until then, which was the Beast of Ulanor, took only 8 million human soldiers.
Yeah, our World War II had more people than the biggest battle in 40K. Get out of here.
Yeah, World War II technically had more victims than Armageddon at the moment, so...
Which is retarded.
Here's the thing. Okay, you know Mizu, you know Pokemon when it comes to their measurements. That's how bad. That's how bad essentially that GW also is. They're similar to Game Freak when it comes to measurements as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Fair,
so-
Pokemon is typically accurate with their measurements across games. It's just ridiculous when you actually think about them.
Yeah, so
Okay,
just imagine this thing. It is not 15 or 20 kilometers. It's probably the
Alright.
size of a small continent.
Mizu, you
Yes.
gotta sit here and defend Magnemite and Magneton. The difference between them. You gotta sit here.
I love those Pokemons because it is specifically said that when they fuse into a Magneton, like they combine their intellects, but they don't get any smarter, so they are dumb as shit all the same.
Yeah.
Like, what I like about that one is they say, oh, one of the magnets, when it like weigh, was it 10 pounds, and then when it evolves, it weighs, it's 3 of them essentially. No, like they don't increase in size; they just 3 of them smack together. Now it weighs 70 pounds. It's like, what?
Yeah,
If you think that's bad, you need to look at Cosmog. Go ahead and go
listen,
real quick.
we all know that the best Pokemon is Gardevoir for obvious reasons.
Oh, God, worse can I? But I like Darkrai and Giratina more.
I'm
Yeah, but
gay.
but the problem is those are not fuckable. Gardevoir is so.
I mean, they
All
are
right,
if you
Pontius.
have that kind of mentality.
Pontius isn't talking about
God.
the female guy.
There isn't any laws against Pokemon's Batman.
Exactly. All right.
Actually, Darkrai was like ridiculously big and competitive for a while until they started banning just his one signature move.
I hated it. It was just because one other Pokemon could use it. Another thing, Smeargle could use it.
Well, they tried to
why I
ban
found it.
Darkrai, and then they forgot that Smeargle existed, so people started showing up with Smeargles that had Dark Void on it. They're like, okay, well now we just gotta ban Dark Void.
No, they nerfed it to all the ground, so we can't never hit with it.
Vaporeon is highly compatible. Yeah, but I'm not a furry. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're
No,
Italian.
like
Actually, somebody did the research, and Glaceon is the more compatible evolution.
Listen. I like having balls, not ice glaciers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Objectively,
People like-
one is better than the other.
People forget that Ditto is canonically the most smashable one.
Wasn't it
Well,
literally?
because it's going to turn into an actual woman.
That's just
No, but
Listen, to be honest, if we want to be completely real, the entirety of the story of Pokemon, at least the first ones, was literally the Professor Oak trying to flirt with your mother, sending you out on a quest to catch as many Pokemon as you can, just so you can leave him alone.
Except
I don't like chicks with
your
kids.
mom's house, he found out your mom was smashing the Mr. Mime.
Oh gosh.
I mean, have you seen those fingers, Mizu?
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right,
Everybody
let's move
knows
on.
she's smashing the Mr. Mime.
Sorry, this is your.
Akko, play. Get us out of this.
The Dark Elder is leading you to very dark places.
Indeed.
Man, it must be a thing that ends in Y.
Unleash the power of the Necrons.
Oh, I love the voice acting in this game.
Yeah, but this guy was an asshole in the game.
It's fine. His voice is good. But Chaz's voice acting was great.
This is my hour.
It makes me laugh that I don't know if it was for promotional material, a box, or even a codex recently, but they released a picture of like a pharaoh waking up with his bodyguards, and in front of them there were two flayed ones waking up. And like somebody made a meme out of it, how this canonically will go. And there were the bodyguards like moved away from the flayed ones, the pharaoh waking up and going, what the fuck are the flayed ones here? But kick them out!
It's like having someone COVID cough on you as soon as you wake up.
well, no. If we want to be real, it is not even something with COVID. It will literally be the equivalent of waking up in bed with somebody with Ebola, the equivalent of space Ebola for the robots.
That sounds kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Not really interested in space Ebola.
Space AIDS.
The flayed virus is literally one of the only things the Necrons fear, because it is one of the main things that can corrupt not only their minds but also their bodies, because like flayed ones start malfunctioning. If you see them, they don't even use Gauss weapons. Like if you open like an artwork of a flayed one, you will see that they literally have blades for fingers. That is how they fight.
There you go.
Yeah,
so basically, here's the thing. I have a question. This is something I actually wondered a bit, and because something I wonder when it comes to Necrons.
Oh, they're like that one story, or not that one. Fucking Knife Fingers. Yeah. Knife Fingers, the movie done by Johnny Depp.
Oh, I thought the meme was
Johnny
Steve.
Or Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands, done by Johnny Depp.
Yes, so basically what they have
Tim Burton, you heathen.
Yeah, but wasn't Johnny Depp like the main actor?
He's the main character, but it's a Tim Burton movie.
Yes, I know it's a Tim Burton. Yes, I know it's a Tim Burton movie, but like.
Ban Occo.
Oh goddammit. But I was gonna say, Pontius, there's some issue I have with a lot of books when it comes to, because a lot of writers cannot like get together of what actually Necron's mouth's supposed to be, because they mention them opening in them and be able to close them, and some of them just have them complete stiff, and a lot of times you just have them just be
So the living metal, it shapes and morphs, like they can like alter their own physical forms to basically whatever you want. And the flayed ones specifically basically develop jaws but no like esophagus or nothing.
Yeah,
like they try to eat the flesh but there's nowhere to go, so it just like mashes in their mouths. Trazen uses this to unironically like smile and like be coy, which is hilarious.
Yeah,
like he can smile and like, he can raise his eyebrows and shit, which all the other Necrons think is weird.
Yeah, like, but Trazen has he has a lot of, as we mentioned before, he has stayed awake for a long time, so he can he has probably a lot more better.
Well, they all could do it, just none of them care anymore, and he's being a coy little.
Yeah, it's technically the weird one out of the bunch, but yeah, generally like when you're dealing with a flayed one, it is literally the best comparison to give is imagine if there was a zombie virus for the Necrons. This is the result.
Yeah, because here's the thing, they're like, a lot of times they feel like they need to eat, essentially. Like any like in the new books that came out, they have like given them the thing that any bodily function is a curse word, or like something that is it's a taboo to even bring up or mention, like...
I remember there was like a Necron overlord that woke up from his sleep and like was trying to breathe and was having like a panic attack because he obviously doesn't have lungs anymore, but like he can't breathe. And so he had like a freak out and he's like, oh wait, I'm a robot. I don't need to breathe. Here's some better art also, not the models.
Oh, perfect. Here.
This is what we did.
Thank you, Gabby, for that.
We'll do this. We'll do this. And we'll just put this here. And then we'll
But
put...
generally living life as a Necron is very shitty. If you have retained like your own mind unbroken by the events that you have gone through and not consumed by the machinery of the Necrons to bring you back to life, you usually are a very petty asshole that will go to war against anything and everyone the moment you are slighted, even in the slightest. Just look like at the Silent King or even just the Stormlord. Like the Stormlord is more of an asshole, but yeah. Or like worst case scenario, you're a fucking flayed one, or even worse than that, you are literally the nameless Necron Grunt that has pretty much lost any kind of semblance of even a personality, pretty much just a robot.
The Destroyers are the only ones having any fun right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are very few good lives in 40k in general. I would love to be an orc. I can blow shit up day and night.
That's the Silent King currently. He's back and he's got
You get dopamine from just doing like violence. So you like being an orc is great.
You get dopamine by just doing violence. So you are Scottish.
My favorite part about Imhotep's
and even if you die as orc, your belief is that you will just be reborn somewhere else.
No, it is not a belief. Technically, if we go by the book of Gazgol Maguruk Traka, it is actively what happens. Like Makari in the book, which is the Gretchen that like is the standard bearer of Gazgol, resurrects 3 times in the book.
Yeah, he just keeps coming back.
The guy we're looking at right now, this is Trasten. He's very recognizable because he has the hood.
He's also smug.
I mean, no, wait. To make people understand how he behaves, why not show them like the beginning cutscene of Battlefield Gothic 2? Because Trazin is in there, so.
Yeah, even the hammer is actually relatively good.
Yeah, I can link it. I can link it with the timestamp because there is a specific timestamp.
No, if you can do that, that's great.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say, also, Trasten is a bit of a fucker, and he knows he's a fucker. He can mess around and muck about.
I just like that Silent King's throne is powered by a Catan for his own personal Catan. It's great.
And also his thing, Trasten, the guy we're looking at, he is also one of the only Necrons to be preemptively banned to be close to any other like sector or any kind of area.
Yeah, like all the other Necron lords have banned him from their home worlds because he tries to steal their shit.
Yeah, it's too annoying.
He's tried to steal Imhotep's staff at least once.
Okay.
As I mentioned,
Imhotep like
my
kicked
staff.
the shit out.
Our staff, comrade.
Our staff, no. Mine.
Here's the thing, he used his thing. He never say we take it, like I take it. He say we take it because that will deflect the blame to the rest of his dynasty instead of just him.
Yeah.
Well, he's part of Imhotep's dynasty. That's the thing. He's part of the Sapautek. He's in the South dynasty. He tries to steal his leadership.
All right, look, friend, you can still own it. It will just be in my house.
We just have it for prosperous reasons, comrade.
Now not even space is uncontaminated by communism.
Imhotep told him basically in no certain terms, like, if you try and steal my staff again, I'm gonna wipe out the solemn galleries. Like, don't do it again.
All right. I'll play this. Tell me when I should stop.
It's a good cutscene.
Oh yeah, and Carl, the guy who made Primaris, is also here.
How annoying.
We'll beat you with a stick, Attari.
I mean you no harm. But you are an abomination. I prefer honored guests.
I'm gonna be honest. The robot compared to the guy that looks like an abomination, that's a very funny thing for him to say, not gonna lie.
I like
in the book, but in the book, this was actually, because this is a scene from a book. It's actually very funny because the way he says it, like here says it, I prefer honor guests, but like the way he says it in the book is more described as, are you really fucking speaking right now about that? Have you looked at yourself?
Yeah, it's really funny. It's just like, My man, do you know what you look like?
Fuck.
He's like 3 people in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, he's like 3 other minds of like 3 other Mechanicus guys like fused into his own. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and not one was a fucking pleasant person, which is even more why I hate Cole.
Like he's an amalgamation of like 3 different assholes.
Quite literally, it's have you looked in the mirror lately?
Exactly.
Literally.
Oh.
But abomination or not, you and I have common cause. Logic dictates otherwise. Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix. You comprehend its secrets. I was there when they first awakened.
I was there when I was born.
Memory is such a fickle thing.
God, cite the old magic to me, witch.
To see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
I have another Trazen clip before we're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair.
That's the end of the cutscene, basically. So
Okay.
this is from the Hammer and Bolter, which is GW's really bad animated series. This is the only good part.
I take issue with animated series. It's more a PowerPoint.
Well, this one in particular actually is like at least 10 frames a second.
Like they are.
Taco, we are not exaggerating even slightly with that.
No,
It's
it is bad. Jesus Christ.
like the fucking one with the 4 striking scorpions, my boys.
However,
the only people are.
You say
Absolutely
this, but as a cosplayer, I would love to have I wish I could have the models for this and just like reverse engineer them into Pepakura and just be able to make them and sell cosplays of this so fucking badly. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You laugh at this thing. I've been looking and studying this thing where I tried to make my Abaddon outfit. Shut up.
Attari too skinny for Abaddon.
No, but unironically, like, just to make you understand how bad the animation in this series is, it is literally, like, I'm not saying this lightly, One Punch Man Season 3 is better.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll send you maybe a clip later, like after this, of just like, hey, this is official, like from GW themselves.
This is from a multi-billion-dollar company.
All right, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I have to read this just because it's funny.
Okay.
Somebody in my chat said, once I saw Gardevoir and Lopunny, I knew being gay was going to be an uphill battle.
Well, I mean, justified.
No.
I think we know how the church is gonna stop turning people gay with Pokemon.
With Pokemon.
Just give them furry porn.
We do not clank in this house. We do not clank in this house, indeed. All right, I'm very interested.
Gay with
I'm very interested. Let's see how this is.
A very smug boy.
Perfection.
I mean, it's not that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fight scenes had this. Here's the thing, Yako. Fight scenes has the same amount of frames, even less.
Okay, if you add 10 more frames, then it would be just like the old Clone Wars cartoons.
But
I know in Newgrounds,
we don't have enough frames. That's the frames. That's the amount of frames you get. The frames you see, that's what you get.
Right.
I've seen Newgrounds porn animations with more frames. From the 2000s.
From the 2000s. When was this released?
2022.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe 23.
Maybe they made it with AI.
I would say.
Let me check.
Hammer and Bolter.
They did not do it with AI. That would have made it.
Hammer and Bolter released the one season 2022.
Okay. Okay.
This isn't the full scene I was thinking of. This is as good as we'll get probably because I'm not paying for fucking.
Well, I don't want to, and I wouldn't.
The scene of the loop inside of the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They killed every other YouTuber for this, by the way. Remember that. Every other animation YouTuber made Warhammer, they killed it for this.
Really?
Yeah, they specific. They launched their own discount Netflix, and they killed their fan animation community for this shit.
Oh boy.
It still hasn't made a profit, like by their own profit reports. It still hasn't made a
We
profit.
don't joke when we say they made a discount Disney. They literally called it Warhammer Plus.
Did they really?
Like Disney Plus, it is not turning a profit.
It literally, like you can read their public financial.
They literally did.
reports.
There's a subscription you can get that is called Warhammer Plus, and after you subscribe to them to 1 year, you get one model as a consolation prize.
Oh, so you have to subscribe for a year and you get one mini? Really?
Yeah,
One
Is it a
mini,
loot box
one-
mini, or is it like, do I get to pick my mini?
No,
No, you get 1 mini. You get a
Do
one.
they
oh, like
choose
if
one
you-
per year?
You get yes, you get one special one. They may have two, and you can pick one over two.
Oh
but
my
it's just
gosh.
you do get access to all these, high quality animations. The problem is though is that they're all for free on other websites anyways at this point, so it doesn't fucking matter.
I love that you include they're free on other websites.
Oh yeah, I could probably, if I dug a little deeper, I could find all the fucking episodes probably on YouTube.
Chat says monthly. Was it monthly or yearly?
no, yearly.
Yearly?
Monthly? Are you crazy?
If it was
No.
monthly, I would
no.
say that's a little bit more worth it based off how expensive they are. But holy
No,
shit!
singular mini. So the singular mini is going to be like $20.
Yeah.
However,
You're paying for an entire year for very shitty animations that come out probably like once every 6 months for the consolation prize of a mini a year that is not even worth it.
Yeah.
$100 for a mini. Would you do it?
Fuck no. Listen,
Man, it's not like,
listen,
it's not like
I
exclusive
spent-
unique rules.
I spent a chunk of change on another, not on another, but I bought myself a 3D printer. I bought myself a 3D printer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask for the STLs so that I can print it myself. It'll cost me like
Honestly,
20-30 cents in fucking filament, It's not gonna be perfect because it's not resin, but I'll fucking
Atari can resin print you models at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, like
mailed
here's the thing, Octo, you got a filament one. Filament is you don't want to print models with it, but however, you can make other sturdy parts with it. Like if
I
you want
can
to
if
make
I want
tanks and
to.
stuff, it's a lot better. Well,
It won't look
Yeah,
as
well,
good.
good
I
luck.
know it won't look
So,
as good,
well,
but I still want to try.
Hammer home how expensive these things would be. I guarantee you, Atari could print and ship you models cheaper than buying them from GW.
Cheap. Would it be easier to print or cheaper to print print and ship me like 20 of them than it is to buy one of them?
It literally gets
Yes.
cheaper the higher volume.
Yes.
you do.
Oh,
It
that's
literally-
funny.
here's the thing. Okay, what I print my resins with, for instance, like I have a Saturn Lego printer, and what I can do with it, essentially what a resin I buy, which is a high quality resin, like the good looking one, it's like $30 like per kilograms, and you can print half an army with just that.
Yeah.
The fuck is a kilogram?
It's 1,000
Two-
grams.
2 to 3
What's
pounds.
a gram?
It's a couple of
Oh my God.
pounds.
I don't
So
deal
you
in
know what
these
I
big
mean?
units.
Mizu,
We'll
you
talk
deal with
about-
millimeters all the time when you talk about guns, so shut up.
No, that's just for ammunition.
It's also because we made them for you, European.
The fuck you mean? Fucking what?
We design your people's guns. Don't even.
No, we make our own. I'm Swedish. We make our own shit. What do you mean?
You open if you guys are literally buying.
You guys have like
AR-15s
one good
for
gun
sure.
manufacturer. Shut up.
You make all
They
your
don't.
shit out
They
of
don't have any
cardboard and
gun-
then put it in a store.
Oh,
They don't have
God.
any good
Pontius,
gun
they're bullying me. They're bullying Saab, the Swedish Air Force. We are making good.
You know why we're
Listen,
bullying
listen.
you?
Italians
Because
make
you-
food. You make cardboard furniture that can fold up into a tiny box.
And yet you buy it. Yet you buy it.
Yeah, because it's affordable, and it literally transformed my room from like.
That's also how we deal with
Listen.
our. That's why a lot of people have bought a lot of our airplanes before as well. And a lot of
Do the
things we
airplanes
make.
come in boxes? Do they put the airplanes in
Yeah.
cardboard boxes too?
Yeah. I need to bully you about this, Atari, because you've challenged me. Your army is literally arming up with just AR-15s at this point. You can't talk shit.
We army, but what do you mean? It's just a home gun.
Your military is swapping out your AK platforms for AR-15s.
That's the
Like,
thing. People need to understand this. In Sweden, when it comes to we don't really necessarily need an army. We just need a home defense thing because logistically, it's never gonna invade Sweden because it's just the biggest headache for any military action to do in this modern day.
Oh, I know.
The only ones who can do it, you can do. The best way you can do is if you're America, that's the best way you can do it because then you can actually make an operation to just do is like targeted strikes, and that's how you win. But no.
Sorry, apologize, chap. I guess I was thinking of a different country. Apparently, the only gun manufacturer in Sweden that matters is Carl Gustaf, that manufactures a Swedish version of the Mauser.
Yeah, that's
no,
in, like,
but we make like something we do make. We like innovate on certain other things. So we instead we
it says even today all they really manufacture are Mauser rifles.
Yeah, you know what they're gonna be? Replicas for collectors.
Okay, Mizu, look at Saab. Look at Saab.
Like Seiko is fucking Finnish, and they run laps around you. And you know, guess what? They're Italian owned.
What's funny is when searching for Swedish gun manufacturers, the second result is Seiko.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Look, here's the thing. Sweden's not known for making guns. We're known for making war machines. Get out of here.
I thought you were known for the blonde woman. To be honest, I'm a fan.
Well, that's what we're also known for. Like pop-wise, we have ABBA.
ABBA is okay, but like
you had ABBA.
You had exactly. I was gonna say. Listen. ABBA was a good band, but then all of their music was used in an Italian movie. All right.
Are we uncovering a secret?
Also, thank you for the rage, Roy. Sorry.
An Italian movie that had a fucking bitch in play. I'll tell you that much.
Italians control Sweden, confirmed.
And then, what?
Seiko is good because Italians make good guns. Yeah, Seiko is Beretta owned, and that's why I carry a Beretta on my hip when I leave my house. It's because it's a really good.
Oh god. My god,
I got the great. I love it.
I'm catching strays while Pontius catching positives. What is this?
Yeah. Well, I don't get many positives. Half of the times, like I'm found on the internet, I'm getting insulted. So.
The Carcano is the objectively best military World War II bolt action, and I will die on this fucking hill.
No. I like whenever anyone person calls Pontius for his lore videos, they try to like say a curse word at him and call him fascist. It's like, are you saying that because you mean it or because I'm Italian?
And they say, unironically though, like almost all of his hate comments are race based, and it's weird.
Because they literally cannot prove me wrong. Like that's one of the points of my videos. Every single time people, oh no, yeah, you're wrong, and I go, okay, where? And they never answer to me.
And they go,
ever.
Like, okay, yes,
I was chuckling because like I saw your ats, and some of them are just like, guys, look at this fucking retard, and I'm just like, oh, that's amazing.
Like, yeah, I remember like mentioning like in a argument I had on X or something. I mentioned like I pretty much have a similar point of view that Pontius neatly puts out on his videos, and they said, "Oh, looking at Pontius, that tells me everything I need to know." I'm like, "Oh, like what?" I'm like, "You cannot reply."
He was saying that you watch very good quality lore videos, obviously.
Yeah, like.
Excuse me.
No, but yeah, like it is very funny. Like every time people send me screenshots and stuff, is always of people getting angry at me on platforms where I couldn't give two fucks about, mainly Reddit. Like, oh no, people on Reddit are insulting you. Okay, you just made my day better. Thank you. People on Reddit are angry at me. I must be doing something right.
Yeah, keep going.
Nobody likes Reddit.
No, absolutely not. Did you see that Reddit mod video?
Yeah.
Nobody likes that shit. Nobody.
People thought.
Thank you, Hurtbox, for 5. Attari, my boy, Sweden only has the JAS 39 Gripen, and the only reason people know about it is because of an anime that made her a cute anime girl.
Wait, no, but okay, Gripen. The nice part about Gripen, guys, you need to understand, it's not as flashy as the what Americans make. It's not a stealth fighter. It's a home defense fighter, okay? And the neat part about it can be operated in almost in any normal runway. It's very small and short.
We already have that. It's called VTOL. Yeah, we already have that tech.
But it's very cheap. It's like we cannot outperform Americans when it comes to these kind of things. So we make stuff that are.
Yeah, we know.
We mid-max is essentially what we're trying to do, and we make submarines. Because here's the thing: I joke with a lot of people saying we try to make boats, but they keep sinking like Vasa and the Crown. Back in the days, we learned why not make up something that already is. Don't need to float. We just make something that already is in the water. So we make submarine.
And then they float.
I just like how Attari tries to keep us on track, and then like one thing about Sweden takes him off track for like 10 minutes. Really?
Attari's gonna try and defend his people.
Also, yes, Nav.
Trying to few good things we have left.
Really quickly, I wanted to grab these before we moved on.
You have Lidl.
Sundarsky for 149 gave a banana, thank you. Hurtbox earlier says, fun fact, the same dog VTuber is the same dude who was crying about losing a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels to a low-tier OTK combo deck while he was playing an Exodia FTK deck. Lol, he's a loser. Sounds like he's a loser.
Wait, who is this? Is this
It's a dog VTuber. What do you expect?
No, it was the pup or husk, whatever his fucking name
He
is.
was like the husky guy.
About guy who was being like, oh
He
my
was
god,
whining about the
custodians
Custodes
are great.
thing.
You racists, you only hate them because you hate women. That's basically what he was saying.
Yeah, something like that. Mercenary.
And,
he's always been cringe though.
Is he?
Yes.
I've not really paid attention to him, honestly.
You know, he's kind of he's one of the lib shits.
Oh, fair enough.
Chat's like, question mark? No.
Mercenary.
No, we're not bullying.
Wrong dog. Speaking of which, Temp did get his shot collar in the mail today. So, chat.
I got mine, but oh, by the way, the company emailed me back and they said I need to join their Discord in order to get them to fix my account.
What was wrong with it?
a Discord, honey, with like a fake Discord in that case or whatever.
I don't care about like people knowing I'm in their Discord. I'm using a fucking shot collar on stream. It's just cringe. I got an email back. It's like, oh yeah, if you want to fix your account, you're gonna have to join our Discord and you can talk to somebody there.
That's funny.
I'm like, why can't you just fix it over email like every other normal website? What do you mean I have to join your Discord?
They are furries, Mizu. You like, unfortunately, that's
Mizu,
the people who have dealing with it.
They'll pay you an exposure, Mizu.
Exactly.
No, for fuck's sake.
Really quickly, and then we'll move on. Mercenary says, hello, hi Octopus, hi Puddle, and greetings Italian. I would remember the 4th and 5th person, but I'm not feeling the best. Will listen as I sleep. So 4th and 5th person.
I'm glad that people don't even remember my name. I'm just the Italian at this point. The Italian job.
Also just be Occo twice.
I mean, I'm only like a 16th or a 32 Italian. I'd have to ask my mother, but like, I identify with more of an Italian heritage than I do really just being a
You sexually identify as an Italian.
Exactly. I identify as an Italian noodle.
No temp.
I thought it was the angry man. Technically, it's the angry Italian, but yeah.
All right. Let's continue seeing how bad these frames are.
Bug is like, Mizu's gonna get doxed in a couch.
Unironically, that cube looks like it had more frames than I feel like we're gonna see here.
It does.
because it was a 3D animated object.
But yeah, like this animation was actually one of the later ones that was actually had more frames and better. This was actually one of the better ones than that.
Ironically, the first 3 episodes were PowerPoints, so Jesus Christ.
So you're telling me that this is one of the better scenes and that you should have sent me a lower animated scene?
I'm gonna find the lower animated just so you get
all right.
What you see here in this special gallery he has, this is his museum he has. So you see in the background of the silhouette thing is a Wraith Lord. This is a knight, like a 15-meter tall Eldari knight essentially. And then you have some other things. You have
it's one of their It's got 2 cannons. It doesn't have a sword, so I think it's the Ghost Titans because the Wraith Knights have a sword.
Oh, it's craft world stuff. I don't care about that. I'm more into the Drakkar stuff. They don't have that shit. And
there is also squat there on the right.
Yeah, it's a squat, not a. Yeah, because.
This is completely a wasted, a wasted chance because they could have put in the Thunder Warrior, but I don't see it.
They have a Thunder Warrior. They have it. Pontius.
No.
Be patient, Italian.
Yeah.
And then what they have more? They have essentially more Eldari on the side. The one with a mask.
Harlequin, it's a solitaire.
But yeah, also the squats. Whenever we mention squats or leagues of Votan, we mean dwarfs, space dwarfs, or rock and stone if you wanna.
No, let's be real. Squats are space dwarves. Leagues of Votan are Tau dwarves. It's different.
Oh, you're right.
There's
Oh,
also
shit,
a
my bad.
Vespid right over there on the other side. There's a Vespid,
Wait.
and then there's that the furthest to the left.
No
It's a
way,
Vespid.
Pontius, the Tau dwarfs, they are just the demiurge.
No, it's Votan.
Eh,
It's Votan.
it's the Votan.
They have AI. The Votan have AIs. It's
The Votans have AIs, the armors look similar, the weapons are similar, so...
No, they
Alright.
do. It's
Alright,
cringe.
if you keep playing Yako,
Go.
it zooms out
Go
more
ahead,
to the
Akko.
other things he has. It's basically just... This is
A bunch of
the...
cool shit.
It's a bunch of references, essentially.
Chat asks, is that the
attraction.
enslaver on the right?
Yes,
It
that's an
is.
enslaver.
Yeah, that's the Slaver. There is also an Arlequin. That's an Arlequin in the middle,
Those
another faction
are-
of the Elder.
Those are warp techs, essentially. They
Yeah.
feed on and just... I don't know, not fully sure what they fully do, but I know they are frustrating to deal with, and Eldars don't like them at all.
They are literally the most elite Elder troops. Like the only one more elite are the Solitaire. The Elder Arlequins are literally some of the best Elder killers around the galaxy. Oh, the Slaver. Ah, sorry, I thought that.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question on the Slavers?
Like space ticks, which is kind of true.
Technically yes, but technically not. They are technically like the Slavers are technically like warp entities, as we see in many stories, but they are a very old kind of warp entity. Like they mainly are warp entity that base themselves on mind control, which is a thing like in a Rogue Trader story when like a Rogue Trader notices that a friend that she had known for a very long time like was behaving weirdly. And like she starts like following him and such, and she finds out like at the end that all of his dynasty, including him, had been like taken over by the enslavers, and they were pretty much doing a rite to open a portal to the warp to call in more. But yeah, it is the equivalent of like what in D&D is defined as a false Hydra. It's literally mind control through illusion mainly.
Yeah, or like almost like the fucking Elithids, kind of.
I do not recognize what is on the left. I mean, I recognize the Vespid, but what the fuck is that in the middle?
It's just
In the
the
middle.
votes
It's a
or
Zotes.
something. It's that
It's a
old
Zotes.
Tyranid ambassador thing. Yeah, the Zotes. That's it. It's Zotes.
That's a Zote? Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
they
it has-
represented it very shittily.
No, here's the thing, they rearrange it. Akko, you can keep playing.
Okay.
It will zoom out to
Keep
more
playing.
stuff.
Yeah.
But we also need Pontius to see one of the other things in here,
Yeah, we need him
which
to
is
have-
a Thunder Warrior. And they also have like legionary helmets. Oh yeah, there is... No, it's not that. There you have...
Yeah, that's that on the left is the Thunder Warrior.
Yeah.
So Thunder Warriors are the precursors to
Yeah,
the Space Marines.
they were the pre-space. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
they
ones
are-
used in the
yeah,
Unification
yeah.
Wars.
I think he's got
They are
what's his
blood
name for his head somewhere in this.
Right.
I actually don't know whose head it was.
It's Sebastian, the guy who was there. He is, right there, the commander
yeah.
of Kate would fall.
Then they have a Swarm Lord
Okay.
up on top.
That's Creed, the
Yeah, Creed, that's what
the yeah the commander
yeah.
of the Acadians.
Question.
Where do you
Does
see
he have armor
the head of Sebastian Thor?
No, I meant to say Creed because in the book
Oh.
I think he takes his head, but in this animation it's his body.
No. He took Creed alive.
Oh, he did take
Creed-
him. Okay, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
Creed is alive and in stasis. He
Yes,
was taken by Trazin before the destruction. But Trazin does have the head in some way of Sebastian Thor. So
That's what I was.
Also-
yeah, no, that's
Also, the guy we're talking about there is Creed. Is the guy who was the leader of Cadia during the whole shenanigans there, and he's the guy with the big coat on the bottom.
Yeah.
I wonder the helmet on the right. Is that the helmet of like Garvian
He's
Loken?
actually not supposed to have one of his arms. His arms is supposed to be
Maybe.
cut off. So Trazim also just stitched it together and just left it there. Just let's say, all right, you stick. Put it back here.
16th Legion helmet. Maybe it might be Loken. I don't think it's supposed to be Loken. It's not white.
I mean, technically,
Everything is
all we're
green.
seeing is green. That's how do
So-
we know?
But yeah,
Here's my question.
But still, I feel like white.
How did
So-
how did he freeze? Did he freeze all these people? How did he like? How does he
Yeah,
like?
they're literally in like It's in pockets of like frozen states.
Yeah, technically what he uses is pretty much very advanced technology, like the one of the Tesseracts, to freeze the space-time in that exact second. But it isn't even that kind of advanced technology, because technically even humans have a technology that is similar called stasis fields. They literally freeze the time and space in place in an enclosed shielding that they use pretty much to freeze time for relics that they don't want lost. It is a very common technology.
Right.
Even for the Necrons,
common for them, sure.
It's the same technology the Necrons use to store the warriors over long periods of time.
Essentially, like Trasten's place he uses here, he basically repurposed one of his tomb worlds to be a massive. So this is just the entire planet that he has just repurposed. This is his domain that he just remade into a museum, essentially.
A planet-sized museum, but it also has TARDIS logic, so it's actually bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like he has a lot of levels of floors and everything.
Yeah, he even once tried to contain in it a knife fleet, but then had to kick it out because they were literally uncontainable. They were damaging the other exposures. So
Trasten did not know how to hold ants in their containment fully.
My tomb world has crabs. I need to flush them out.
And the issue with having Eternids
for a splinter of a hive fleet instead, he settled.
Yeah, the issue with having Eternids, especially when they get free in his place, they realize that will just eat the other things he has around him and just break it.
They ate his other exhibits. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Yeah, it is a bit of the equivalent of what the Argonians did during the Oblivion Crisis. Like it is literally what the Tyranids did is literally counter-invade hell, like the Argonians did.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, to be fair, like Necrons have existed. Like they are waking up earlier than expected, and a lot of it is actually because other races are like tinkering or like raiding or looting. Like a lot of the places, the old tombs, or just poking and prodding on it. So some of the tombs actually wakes up a little bit earlier than they're supposed to, and because they're not actually supposed to wake up even in current day, they're supposed to wait out a little bit. And some of the places that I've been told to wake up is not waking up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a thing you're dealing with. And those who wake up early, they usually have like I feel like every Necron warrior are like mindless slaves, essentially, to their overlords. And they only move on. Oh, sorry.
I'll say there's different tiers of warriors, but yeah, the basic Necron warriors are like literally if you called them robots, that would be fair. Like they have zero personality.
So why are they waking up early?
So time is complicated, and when you stretch out time over such millions and millions of years, the clocks basically get out of sync.
Oh, so their atomic clocks are all out of sync.
Yes,
here's the thing, Occo. It's hard to get like precise measurement when you deal, and when you usually go for millions of years, the clock may differ from time to time. Because like the warp may split out. There's something like a lot of times the riders probably use as a crutch, or like they just ignore because one of the things you can actually explain away is basically a lot of the planets they are on. They have nodes to nullify chaos, corruption, or wards around a lot of places. But a lot of times, the planets themselves can be flung into the warp, and then and time works very differently. So a lot of them can be flung around, or time perception can be very different. So a lot of them may be going for the clock they're supposed to, because the universe itself.
I mean, generally, it is even a problem of technically reactivating tomb worlds, because, like, generally, these tomb worlds still had, like, some kind of pretty much guarding system. There were some Necron tech that didn't really have souls, that were just automatons that were going around, like the kind of scarabs and such that were maintaining the worlds and such. But the problem is with those stopping from functioning, and other races finding the ruins of the Necrons, trying to enter them, tinker with the technology inside. Pretty much what the tomb worlds do, they go into self-protection mode and wake up everyone inside. So that is one of the main reasons they are waking up and such. And even then, it is technically wrong about the the anti-warp technology of the Necrons. The Blackstone pylons, which is what we know as pretty much their main weapon against the warp, are not technically anti-warp technology. The Necron pylons are very advanced pieces of technology made of a singular material, which is in fact Blackstone, that only the Necrons know how to use and how to fashion into these pylons, but it has technically two orientations. It is a very warp-sensitive material. In one orientation, it completely cancels out the warp, to the point that using the Blackstone pylons on Cadia, they can literally close the Eye of Terror if they wanted. But in the opposite orientation, it is actually a very extremely good conduit for warp energies. So it is either extremely repellent or extremely attractive of warp energies, which is what happens at the ending of Space Marine 2. When Moriah's Luz inverts the miniature pylon, is changing the orientation of the Blackstone to attract warp energy, which is why instantly when he does that, a giant chaos invasion starts and a demon priest of Zinch appears. And it is what you do for the rest of the mission. You need to flip the orientation back.
Right. It's really funny, you know, just like taking a look at the insides or just like their ships. And then I look at like what Bungie did with their pyramid ships, and I'm just like, Bungie, how did you I was like, Bungie, how did you avoid a lawsuit? Is it just because it's a triangle? Because it's like
blue, to the blue. It's not green.
Also, I'm gonna show you a meme of this is kind of how the Necrons feel when they a lot of times they wake up a bit too early.
Yeah, there's really
I don't like
reasons.
when other people do triangle ships because it's always just triangles and there's no reason for it. The Necrons are actually like pyramids, like specifically pyramids. They're not just triangles.
Why can I hear the voices in my head of the mines?
Oh gosh.
Mine. Because
oh gosh.
Mine.
There's
mine.
So yeah, like kind of
that's the reason the Tomb Worlds are awake most of the time.
There's two main reasons the Tomb Worlds wake up. Is either A, the clock for good or bad reasons, or it's a self-preservation mode because the tomb is being invaded.
I see. So either what's a few hundred years for waking up a little early, or somebody's knocking at the door.
Yeah, and it's usually it awakes in phases, so the Tomb World, essentially AI, if you want to call it that, is not particularly smart. So it's only capable of like relatively basic defenses, and what it tries to do is basically just buy time till it can wake up like the important like lords and overlords to make the actual military decisions.
So it's kind of like Grok right now.
I love that meme you just posted because of the IOUs in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a Witcher meme.
There's one that says IOU love Trezing.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. He just wanted one of them.
And then there's IOU love Blood Ravens.
Oh yeah,
because
the good the other
there is also a Canotep Scarab Alfarius, if you notice.
Oh, I love the Necron like doll. He's just like he's just like, I don't think he's like actually holding it. It's just kind of like just sitting there.
He's just
Is your time for the Great Awakening yet?
No.
Then fuck off. Then fuck off. It's just fucking great.
I like that.
No, but it's like So like the Tomb Worlds. So the trick to like if you discover your planet has a Necron tomb on it, the trick is to get in there as quickly as possible before like the proper Necron lords wake up, because basically once the actual intelligent Necrons wake up, you're kind of fucked.
Right. Then the planet needs to be destroyed.
Here's the thing, it takes a lot of time to wake up the entire Tomb World correctly, because you can speedrun it, but you will lose, like it will essentially take yourself out of the oven too quickly. I know it can.
It's kind of like trying to force your computer to boot faster than it should.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm talking about like if you're trying to destroy the Tomb World, you need to catch it as early as possible.
Right.
It's like opening too many things. You will literally overload things. So that's why when an invasion happens, a lot of times it takes too long to open. So that's why there's a grading time where it kind of like.
You also have to bring like nuclear ordnance inside the Tomb World to break it.
You know, he probably did find a version of that.
Oh, there's tons of like trade, just like.
I'm gonna say that. There's a meme list in the 1D4 channel, like 1D4 channel, whatever. What is it?
Yeah, so like There's an official list of like some of the actual in-universe stuff he has, and then people made like a meme list of other stuff he has.
I would be
Yes.
down to see some of the funny meme stuff.
I'm pretty sure he might have some of the ancient clones of Pio. Maybe even has like some of the ancestors that disappeared, like Pio Zedong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think one of the meme things he has is like an unironic, actual intelligent orc.
The Krork.
That
yeah.
could that exists.
Like just regular
Oh,
smart.
just a normal orc that is intelligent.
Just
Okay.
a normal
Yeah.
orc
So
that
the
knows
thing
his colors.
Has is the one thing in the orc one he has that you mentioned. No, the meme one is that he has an orc that doesn't want to fight, that doesn't like fighting.
Yeah, an orc that doesn't want to fight. Is it his
He has the body
collection?
pillow of Ivrain. He has the
the meme
Imperium's best dad cup from the Emperor.
Oh my
Um,
God.
I know he probably doesn't, but I just picture him with General Grievous's voice. And every time he sees something he wants, he's just like a fine addition to my
The
collection.
Exactly. That's kind of like what I
the
thought
meme
of.
is
Joke,
pretty
but
much.
no, that's him.
That is him
You
though.
joke, but no, you're right. That is what he is.
He's tried to
'Cause he's
steal the
hunch-
spear of Vulcan like 2 or 3 times, and every time he's like, next time I'll get it. No, I'll
The funny
wait a
part,
couple
wasn't
hundred years.
he? Correct me if I'm wrong, like, because I heard this from another low person before. But did he not just try to start a war just to get closer to with a salamander, a space marine legion? Or
Yeah,
like,
well, he told them so the salamanders, one of their things is trying to find the artifacts of Vulcan because that'll bring Vulcan back, the Primarch. He'll come back when they collect all the MacGuffins. And Trajan apparently had one of them. It's called the Entropy Engine. And so he leaked that info to the salamanders. He's like, hey, I got a artifact of Vulcan, nerds, come and get it, idiots. And so they launched an assault on the Solomon Vaults. But he didn't actually have that. But what he was trying to do was steal the spear of Vulcan that Tushan has on him. It was a big fucking bait, and Tushan like fucking murdered his ass.
Yeah, but Trazin cannot really die. He has other bodies that he can just upload himself into.
oh
so-
yeah,
so
spoiler
Trajan
alert
has the-
for the book, Mizu. Trazin is just he cannot die because once he is a real body, he dies. He just like takes over a different one of his
He takes over like a
subordinate.
lich guard or something, and then like shapes
Yeah.
it to his own.
Yeah,
Or
so
he sometimes
he's-
like sends people in his image, but they're not actually him as like a double. And he's like, oh
yeah,
well, I guess
it's
I
a
went
very specific thing that I don't know. I don't
just
think
like to picture him in all of the different stealing shit memes.
Oh, there's tons of them. If you just
Like the
there are so
Columbus
many.
going to America. He's
Yeah,
like, "Nice
the-
country,
the-
glad I discovered it."
There was even a meme of like a blood raven going in an air duct to try and steal something from the Imperial Palace, and he ends up finding Trazin climbing through the same air duct. So
And then
I've
he
seen
takes a
that one
photo with
actually.
he takes a
Yeah.
photo with a custodian that says #1 like Astartes, and it's like they're both giving like a thumbs up.
Mhm.
And like
also, I
he's
wanna
like,
share this meme because
That doesn't look like. Well, I guess maybe it is a little bit of a Necron meme.
I found the Blood Ravens meme. Hold up.
oh yeah, I found it too. Well, looking at it.
No, the Blood Ravens one in the air ducts.
There's this misconception that really gets on my synapse. People see us avoid the tomb worlds and assume that we're afraid of them. Bitch, if you woke up hungry in the middle of the night, so you went down to your fridge and you found only scrap metals, would you eat them? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that is not even the main point because technically they eat metal, like they eat even like raw materials. The only thing that they really don't eat is stone because, but generally the main reason they don't fight the Necrons is that it is a net loss no matter how you put it because they destroy biomass. They destroy things on a molecular level. Everything you send to fight
Right.
will be destroyed.
See,
Yeah,
what's funny about
but
this
yeah.
is I do own an air fryer. It's a glass air fryer. It's really nice.
Well, Trajan has.
By the way,
first-
Gabby just sent me this one.
I've seen that.
Okay, let me open this one.
like the Tristan is a fan favorite for a good reason.
He doesn't even need to have a 1911 as a relic. It is literally
Like-
still in common use in 40k.
I like the
It is a
Fumo.
stab gun.
I like that there's a Fumo just in the oh chat. You might not be able to see it here. Hold on.
Oh God.
There's a Fumo in the corner. He's got a Walkman. There's an Xbox 360 on one of them.
And he's
I
dusting
would be surprised
it.
that the Xbox 360 doesn't have the red ring of death, but yeah.
Of course it doesn't. He would never get one with a red ring. That's bad.
No,
crap.
absolutely not. That's amazing.
No, you're both wrong. He would have both of them. He'd have a working one and one with a red ring.
Oh, that's fair,
We-
because maybe it'd be interesting to have both.
Yeah.
He has to have the full collection, the red one and the green one.
Exactly.
But the thing is, as you can mention, like a lot of Necrons try to pass their time because something with intellect, you have to keep it occupied with something so you don't go mad.
Of course.
And it kind of is a thing that Trazen does because he has lived for such a long time. He has given himself an impossible task himself to, as a hobby, to like keep himself from like going mental, essentially.
I mean that makes sense. He's gone
But
from
it-
a genocidal killer to I just want to put this in my museum.
The thing is, he never.
I
really
like
went
the
for,
one in the center middle on this meme that says fucking Trazen stole my staff.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, that's a crypt deck. He's like fucking.
I'm not gonna spoil too much of the book, but it is Mizu. There's some great quotes of Trazen going into places, and they already have pre-recorded stuff just for him when he enters.
It's like a
Saying,
pre-recorded
you
message
can
with
look,
Trazen,
but don't
we know you're
touch.
here. Trazen,
We know you're
here.
here.
That's it.
Gonna yoink your air fryer just so you won't have one? Oh no.
If you're with the Imperium of the Man, get out. If you're Trazen, don't touch my shit.
You should Trazen get out faster.
Yeah, and when he takes the thing, he's like, I better get out of here. The alarm
And,
is
like,
getting
so,
very
like,
annoying.
So the Necrons are organized in like dynasties essentially, and like Imhotep the Stormlord is kind of the main contender to the throne against the Silent King for like ruler of all the Necrons, and he's part of the same dynasty as Trazen, and Trazen has tried at least twice to steal his special staff, and after the second time, like it's essentially his king, and after the second time, Imhotep looked him in the eye. He's like, "If you try and steal my staff again, I'm gonna destroy your vaults. I'm gonna destroy your museum planet. Stop trying to steal my staff." And he's like, "Maybe."
But essentially, whenever they wake up as well, like the Necrons wake up from the tombs, they see everything there that's theirs. Like, the tomb worlds are theirs by right, by birthright, or by they have fought for it. They remember the battle so long ago, and they will fucking tell you about how much they know about it, but actually never tell about it. But the thing is, they're literally all get out of my lawn every time.
Oh my gosh.
So like, a lot of times they are literally they see humans or mankind or any others species that walks on any planet. They just think like you guys are just pests on my backyard, essentially.
Yeah, that's probably the only friend that Trazen truly has, which is Orican the Diviner. And to be honest, even he cannot stand Trazen most of the time. Orican is a bit of a singular entity in 40k because he has the equivalent of 40k as the power of quick save. He can quick save, literally.
Yeah, he has time powers.
The tomb world was promised them 300,000 years ago. Yes, chat.
The thing is, here's the thing. Like they have, as you mentioned, quick save. They can just save and just go back in time a bit. However, even then, it's very limited. In the book, you Orcan Diviner and Trazen Infinite Divine. In the book, they specify by Trazen that like chronomancy to the degree of more than 2 times is almost impossible, or like it's almost like unthinkable for a single and person. But Orcan is able to do it like quite a lot, so he's more than adept for their kind to a ridiculous degree. So they can't. But it's kind of like they mention it just so it's not a spammable thing that the Necron skills do over and over. Because otherwise they would be a little bit too overpowered, which they already are in the universe at a whole.
Yeah, but it is pretty funny because there is a meme of like the same creator that made some of the Tomb World ones where there was the Necron with the doll, which is like when you pull one it is another one. When you pull one prank too much and annoy Orican after his limit, and you can see that there is like a concerned Trazen and Orican with quick save appearing in his face because he's going to kill him and then he's going to reload.
It's like a Skyrim quick save screenshot in the upper right corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Infinite and the Divine is a good book, but it is unfortunately like a representation of the Necrons from the point of view of two of the oldest and, to be honest, the chillest Necrons that are around. Because if you want a real representation of how the Necrons look to the rest of us, you need to read the Dead Man Walking. That is a real representation of it.
That's fucking. I like that one.
For a guardsman point of view, we joke a lot with Trasen, and they are kind of tongue in cheek to themselves, and they are ancient even before being transferred into Necrons. While we're Necrontiers, they were known as being old ones or old fools, and now they are like supreme overlords essentially. But for like, they bicker and everything else. But for a human and a guardsman, they are godlike being, is the size of Space Marine. Because remember, these are not human size; they are like towering over Space Marines, and they're like with how big they are.
Well, some of them, the normal Necron warrior doesn't.
No, the normal Necron warriors, they tower over it. Like they are big, but they are hunchback a bit. They don't tower over Space Marine, but they are bigger than any human.
Yeah.
They're like 2 meters tall or like 7 foot if you want to go with that metric.
But to be honest, like, Dead Man Walking is an interesting study when it comes to this kind of stuff, because like the specific scene where the comic, because the Dead Man Walking is a Krieg book, so you are dealing with the death course of Krieg. But there is a dichotomy in some of the scenes that is very interesting, which is I don't know if I should be scared of the monsters or of the people fighting them, because like there is a scene where a commissar sees the Kriegs charging against the incoming Necrons, and like he doesn't know if he has to be scared of the soulless fucking robots that are coming to kill everyone, or of the completely fucking emotionless soldiers charging at them. Like, it is very interesting as a dichotomy of it is worse like the monsters we're fighting or the monsters we created to fight them.
So that's Imhotep the Stormlord right there. That's his staff shoots like fucking green like lightning clouds from the sky.
Also, it doesn't shoot him at you; it just shoots him at the sky.
No, they come down from the sky. He creates green lightning storms. That's why he's called the Stormlord.
It's the equivalent of the infamous power bout with an electric storm.
Yeah. I'm sad that Anrakir is no longer an actual model anymore. He was cool.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, to be honest, one of the main things about the Necron lore, though, that I do not understand is the part that is presented in Shield of Bal in the novel of Wars of the Silent King, where like the Silent King shows up to the meeting with Dante with like a perfectly made death mask of Sanguinius, even more beautiful than the one Dante wears, and like he starts explaining that like he was. Like he took a liking to Sanguinius, that if there was like one soul that was worth mourning, like if the death of in this entire galaxy was Sanguinius. And I'm like, when the fuck did this guy meet Sanguinius? Sanguinius was around for 200 years.
Yeah.
Generally.
I don't know what that means either.
Like, I can understand it, and I'm good because I like Sanguinius, but at the same time, this guy hasn't been in the universe for millions of years. He returned now. Sanguinius was 10,000 years ago. How the fuck does he know?
Yeah, it's a bit of continuity.
I found Anrakir finally.
Oh, this guy liked to stab people?
What was the name of the Necron that went completely insane and became a space pirate?
Fuck. You gotta be a little more... fuck.
Multiple.
How many Necrons became literally pirates in 40k?
The problem is remembering how to pronounce his fucking name. Lexiconum.
Oh yeah. Also, like
Balzar. I don't know how to fucking... Here, let me put the name.
Yeah, Talzar. Yeah, he's literally like One Piece Luffy. He sees himself as the pirate king.
Also, Necrons don't usually... A lot of Necrons are like... There are different types of Necron. Like, they are... Obviously, not all of them are... They use, like... The warriors are just regular ones you all know about. But some of them also, like, change their, like... What's it? What do you call the ones that are, like, on the hover things?
Those are destroyers. Those are a little different. So the destroyers are Necrons that essentially woke up in the stasis field, but they couldn't like move. And so even though they had like no real consciousness, you only really become a destroyer if you're at least like an immortal, because they're the only ones that are smart enough. Because the warriors are too dumb. But like the immortals, like Lich Guard, they'll wake up in their stasis field, but they're still frozen. But they wake up like a million years too early. And so they essentially sit in the stasis field for like a million years, and it drives them insane. And then eventually they just like, it physically warps their body. Yeah, there we go. That's a Locust Heavy Destroyer. And so it warps their body. They develop like essentially anti-gravity engines, and their guns become like crazy powerful, and they become like just Terminators.
Right.
Like their only goal is to kill living things, to the point that you can't really order them around because they probably won't listen to you. Like if you try and be like, "Hey, don't kill these guys yet. I have a plan." They're gonna go, "No," and they're gonna go
I
back
want
in the
ball.
to
You gotta put them in a
anyway.
timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, they're going to say, "No, we have a mission that's more great." And if you give them too much lip, they may turn your gun against you because they see you as obstacle in that case.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Not even that. They'll just leave. They'll just ignore you. They don't care. They're like, you clearly don't know what you're fucking talking about. I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, there's a few different. There's like Scorpec Heavy Destroyers, which are like melee destroyer Necrons. The Locusts are the ones with guns.
But one thing I think like we missed to actually address that is being pretty much shown on screen is how like the Flare virus actually came to be, because like what you're seeing is technically not something that came out naturally. The Flare virus is a very specific kind of virus that was born from probably one of the few mistakes the Necrons made after becoming Necrons, which was a pretty big mistake, admittedly. Which is there is a reason as to why the Catans still exist and are used like as sources of power or shattered into shards that can be contained, because they have tried killing one. And they actually managed to do it. The one that I managed to kill was Landugor, also known as the Flayer, which is why it is called the Flare virus. And when they actually managed to kill him, even if there is a bit of like debate over this, because technically it is not really dead because of the virus, but yeah, when they managed to actually destroy him completely, it created the virus pretty much as a last fuck you to the Necrons, and pretty much created the only disease that they can really get that turns them into this.
Right.
Technically, there is a discussions about really like if the Landugor is dead or not, like because like there is technically the discussion that he talks through the flayed ones, which are the ones that you're seeing on screen right now.
Yeah.
But it is more of a matter of, is he really alive, or is this like mainly his consciousness surviving through the virus? Because they did destroy him. They did. So.
Yeah, and it is like a virus, like flayed ones. So they don't stick in Tomb Worlds. They have their own like mini hyper dimension they stick in.
Yeah, they got
to hop around.
You got to kick out all of the lepers, basically.
Well, literally,
Pretty much.
They have their own little mini leper dimension, and they tend to pop out whenever there's extreme bloodshed involving Necrons.
That sounds scary.
And the Necron lords kind of tolerate them, but they also like keep their distance. They're like, hey, if they charge the gun lines of the Imperium, sweet, but don't turn around because I'm gonna start shooting you.
That sounds scary.
Yeah,
It's like having a leper community. You got to avoid them like the plague.
It is pretty much, if they, like, I don't know if how close they can come to you, but if they touch you, you become infected with the flayed virus. There is like a theory that the main reason that the Silent King actually cut, because the Silent King was connected to every Necron dynasty and every living Necron around the galaxy. There is a theory that the main reason he actually cut off the connection before leaving was because if he got infected with the flayed virus, everybody else will become infected with it.
Yeah, that's more of like a fan theory, because the actual reason he did was to like free up the consciousness of like the lords and the overlords, because otherwise they acted essentially like robots in a very, very rigid hierarchy. And this was kind of like his way to give back some of their individuality before he went on his like self-imposed exile.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was the concrete problem that it could have infected like literally everyone. It is literally dealing with the equivalent of a zombie virus, but instead of biting you, they just need to touch you.
Yeah. Also, Akko, we need to talk about your little plushie because we forgot to shill that.
Yeah, we can do that a little bit if that's all right.
Chill it.
Chat.
I mean, we're kind of getting towards the end of the stories, and we're talking about units and stuff. So,
chat, we're currently trying to fundraise 200 plushies so that you can get your very own Yippee, pillow not included. If you want one to just sit there and steal all of your food, collect all of your food, maybe we could say tonight. They will
Just
come with
standing
glasses.
there menacingly.
Yes. Yes, they obviously don't like broccoli. They'll eat other foods. They aren't Italian themselves, but they will eat all of the Italian food. But if you have put something green in front of them, they'll get pretty pissed off. So don't. So buy a Yippee today.
Don't do anything, just like look upset.
Yes.
And you don't want an upset Yippee. Why would you want an upset? It's so cute.
Exactly. We're almost at 20% of the goal needed in order to get them to start production. So if you want one, there you go. We've got about 7 more days. 1 more week, chat.
I'm gonna get one. I want to have the entire crew on my couch.
Is the Yippee big enough to make a hole in it? Well, I don't know why you would want to do that. I don't know why you would want to do that, you know?
Bonks will be applied. You will all be turned to Necron slaves. Your soul will be eaten up, chat, if you keep talking like that.
Don't know why you would do that.
The GPs will be soulless.
Don't feed them after midnight. Oh, they'll eat themselves after midnight.
I have the response for that right there.
You know, so if
okay, so good to have multiple of them, or do they eat each other if I buy 2 of them?
No, because Yippies want exclusively ice cream, so that won't work. So, but yes, buy a Yippee. Okay. Buy a Yippee for your Yippee. All right, they're completely kosher.
Halal, they're kosher.
They're halal and kosher. Yes. Is it small enough to fit in a jar? Probably a very big jar.
It will take months to fill it anyway.
Exactly.
Don't worry. I think I want to have like. I've been trying to find someone who can make like models, because I want to have a model, and I feel like I'm going to have 2 of them. And I feel like one part of me feel like, maybe I should make a model that looks like the model is made to feel like it's made to be put in a jar, and feel like get me out of here kind of look on it.
Are you talking like an STL? Like an STL model?
I'm thinking
like SPD.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So you can make your own 3D model?
Yeah. I can make a Attari model that looks like it's just like, hey, get me out of this jar.
But Attari, you want to be in the jar. You're a Jukari. You're degenerate.
No, I don't want to be in the jar.
I know you like the jar.
I don't like the jar.
He loves the jar.
Almost
Attari, you want to this voice call. Shut up.
Pontius, they bully me.
You're Swedish. It's what we.
I mean, you're a Dark Elder, so you should enjoy it.
What the?
Hey, Dark Elders are kinky. If you're not kinky, don't take on the aspect of the Dark Elder.
Exactly.
No, well, I love the kinky stuff. That's true.
I imagine we'll cover the Dark Eldar probably, and maybe not next time, but maybe soon after, because like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want Monday, there is my video on the Imperial Guard coming out. If you want to cover that.
Yeah. We'll have to. Yeah. Well, we've got a lot, obviously, to go through.
You're not gonna run out anytime soon.
So Mizu, you've been very quiet this stream, and I know this was like your idea and your faction you wanted to talk about. Do you have specific questions?
Yes.
No, because that's the thing, because it is one of the few ones that I try and look up more stuff about. So admittedly, kind of know a couple things.
I'm gonna say, it's funny that you also like these as your favorite, because they do have court case as well for Necron.
I have seen it, yes.
Wait, what?
Necrons have courts.
They do?
It takes like 100 years. But like
it takes a lot of time, because here's the thing: Necron they don't worry about time a lot, and they have a lot of time to focus on things. So here's the thing: a Necron when they try to do because they still try to do theaters, should we say? However, they have perfect memory, so they will replicate stuff to the T and not leave out any detail. So if they're trying to retell the story of the old war of the, should we say, what's it? Doing with them and the old ones and Catan, they will quote everything, and it takes like 20 years to finish that.
And then it's got like a 5-year encore.
Yeah, it's they are it's kind of hilarious because it's kind of like the point where the time is not an issue with them. However, they also a lot of them just sits on their ass a lot of times. More so, and some of them are more progressive in a point. They're mean progressive in they feel like we don't have time to sit down and do whatever. Like the Silent King, because he's a warlord ruler. He's like fortunate in the war essentially.
Yeah.
So the Storm Lord essentially, he's not even the true leader of his own faction. Essentially, he killed his own leader because they tried to use him to like gain domain. Yeah, I don't remember fully what it was about.
He's the pharaoh of the Sauertech dynasty now.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm the pharaoh now.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, but that's because
follow me.
Yeah, his old pharaoh was a bitch. That's why he killed him.
Yeah. Well, clearly someone had the balls in relation.
Imhotep was particularly plagued with infighting, and Imhotep was like, "This is retarded. You guys are infighting over fucking nothing. We need to unify." And they were all like, "Shut up about honor and legacy and da-da-da." It's like, no, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah. Idiots. The thing is, when you have like these, a lot of them are Necrons are pricks, and they, as they mentioned, they all do fight over almost useless kind of territory and land and honor.
I would imagine so because they think that the world belongs to them. So if they're pricks, that kind of makes sense.
It's also kind of like it's kind of like Jarls in a sense, but they are dynasties essentially. So they have their own kind of areas, and they feel like some stuff belongs to them. This is why the courts existed, so they don't destroy, because the courts especially got made most prevalent because a lot of them woke up a little bit too early. So a lot of times they feel like a lot of them try to usurp the leaders that were asleep and other things. So the court system they had was just made so they could just reprimand or like actually deal with these things, like, and not have the entire race die before it even awokes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when a lot of them would just go around to tomb worlds and just assassinate all the old leaders of things, they just take control of it. So yeah, like a lot of it kind of works in their own sense. A lot of them just in their own minds, they don't see any other species as like a threat a lot of times.
Right.
They're like they look down on them a lot of times, and it's only when they like, even when they get threatened by things, because they have a lot of power, and like the whole tombs can engulf certain like parts of the galaxies, but the issue is they just don't wake up fast enough to be dealt with. So a lot of humans and like the Space Marines, when they try to do a strikes on the tomb worlds, they're just trying to shut down the wake up sequence.
Right, so that they don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, so
the Eldar were particularly vicious about doing that after the War in Heaven. They didn't get them all, obviously, but they really tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now the Eldars don't even have the chance to like fight them and stop them, because at the times of the War in Heaven, or even during the Dark Age of Technology, there would have been trillions of Eldar ready to fight with their technology pretty much completely intact at the time. Like they had lost good chunks of it, like the most powerful parts, but not all of them. But the remnants of the Eldars that there are now, I don't think are even enough to like defeat an entire dynasty, let alone all of them.
Oh no, and especially since the Attari have fractured and seem to not be a plot point GW is going to talk about anymore.
Yeah, well, technically, like they've wrote themselves into a corner, because if we follow like the plot of the Ynnari, one of the Kron swords that they were trying to collect is in the Palace of Slanesh. Good luck getting it.
Well, and then what's his name? The Eldrad, the most powerful psyker that they've got right now.
Yeah, the Farseer Eldrad.
Yeah, Eldrad. So he was trying to do his own ritual thing that might have worked, and then the Imperium like showed up, and he couldn't even beat a single squad of Deathwatch Marines, which was fucking.
I mean, in the defense of the Deathwatch, in that case, the Deathwatch didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They knew they were doing it right, but they didn't know for what. If the Eldar had communicated to them, yeah, we are trying to actually kill a chaos god, can you leave us alone? Through Gilliman, I don't think the Deathwatch would have showed up.
Well, even then, like when they did show up, like there was a single squad that went after Eldrad, and he had to fucking retreat. He couldn't even kill. He didn't kill a single one of them, which was like, come on, GW. Come on.
Yeah. The Eldar are pretty much a punching bag for Games Workshop at this point. The only worse punching bag for Games Workshop than the Eldar per se are the avatars of Cain. And if we want to go by that, technically second only to the Avatar of Cain, there is Angron. Angron died like at this point 4 times in 3 different books. So
no. Like, I want my Exodites. I want my wood elf space dinosaur lasers. I want my Exodite.
Yeah, no. To be honest, I want the Exodites, but mainly for the hippie elder girlfriends. I'm very curious.
You know what? Obvious, that's fair. If I can't get my Navi, I'll get my Exodites.
Eldar did try, no, they didn't listen. Yeah, thank fuck they wouldn't listen. They are the Death Watch. They are literally the Xenos killers. And let's be real, Eldrad and the Eldars are known to be extremely mischievous when it comes to explaining stuff, especially because they never talk straight. These fucking guys talk through poetry most of the time. Space Marines are not like all extremely versatile when it comes to poetry, but even then, it is why I said they should have warned directly Gilliman first. If Gilliman told the Death Watch don't interrupt it, they wouldn't have interrupted. But it is pretty much Eldrad trying to speak to the equivalent of a death squad sent to him. Do you think they will listen?
When they tried to communicate with the Emperor of Mankind, and their big-brained idea was to break into the Imperial Palace and kill a bunch of Lucifer Blacks and shit.
Let's be real. That was the Arlequins. So.
Well, yeah, but it's like they didn't even try.
Yeah, but now there is literally like the connection between Yvrain and Robute. If Eldrad had told Yvrain, we are doing a rite to recover the fucking Cron Sword, tell your fucking giant boyfriend, it's a meme, I know they aren't together, tell your fucking giant boyfriend to not send somebody to kill us, I think Gilliman would have even sent some Ultramarines to protect them. So... Yeah. But yeah, just going, oh yeah, Eldrad tried to explain them. Oh yeah, they tried to explain literally the super racist Space Marine death squad that has come to kill you, that they shouldn't kill you. I'm sure they will listen.
Literally the most racist Space Marines around formed their
because like I don't know how much you guys know about the Death Watch, but the Death Watch are the militant arm, the Space Marine militant arm of the Horde of Xenos. So they are literally Xenos hunters. They are some of the most skilled Xenos killers ever seen in the Imperium of Man, and at the same time are some of the most Xenos racist Space Marines around the galaxy.
That sounds like my kind of guys.
It's the meme of like 60-year-old like Vietnam vets forming one last like kill squad to go reinvade Vietnam because they just
there is actually a better explanation to that. There is a normal Space Marine that is casual racism, and there is Death Watch Space Marines, which is competitive racism.
Yeah, that's fair. It's competitive racism, and they're winning very well.
Yeah. It is even curious because technically, like, the Death Watch doesn't even obey like the rules of a Space Marine chapter. They do not recruit like normal aspirants. The Death Watch is formed by like veteran members of other Space Marine chapters. They literally like call them in for a tour of like I think it lasts around like 50 to 70 years a tour in the Death Watch.
It's not very specific, but
yeah, and
says they're all hate mongers.
Yeah, pretty much, but they are all hate mongers coming all from different chapters. So there are even some black shields that come from chapters that don't exist anymore. For example, one of my favorite now extinct chapters is the Flame Falcons. The last still alive Flame Falcon is a black shield in the Death Watch. So the Death Watch is a mixed chapter. Yeah, no, it is not even a mixed chapter. It is literally one Marine or even several, because there is several Watch Fortresses from every single Space Marine chapter around.
The tour of duty kind of varies. It depends on why they're there, because some of them go there as an honor, but like the Space Wolves send members to the Death Watch as a punishment.
Yeah, like and depends. Then you have the Black Shields, or even some more tragic stories like the Death Watch Dreadnought of the Lamenters that he actively believes to be the last Lamenter around, and he's ultra depressed, and at the same time because like he believes that his brothers were destroyed by the Tyranids, he won't obey orders if Tyranids are involved. Like he was told, oh yeah, we need to capture these specimens alive. He slaughtered all of them anyway. And he's a super depressed Lamenter's Dreadnought that believes he's the last Dreadnought, like he's the last Lamenter around.
Yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to mention another thing, Scarabs. Scarabs is something very commonly used, like drones of death.
I'm assuming that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yes.
That's a Canopy spider.
Oh.
Yeah, like they
Scarabs
are
are-
in varying size. They are like from the size of tiny almost micros to
Yeah, there's
even
like
as-
micro scarabs to like the ones that are the size of like a tarantula.
the size of your palm, and they are like the ones the size of like literal titans.
No, that's not a scarab.
Sort of. Why is it not? Is it not scarab?
That's not even.
I don't remember how they're called, but there is some inactive ones at the
not
end
a
of Space Marine 2.
It's a Safari construct or something.
Yeah, but I thought it was still like a type of scarab, like in the same classification.
No, it's a canoptic construct, I think, but it's not like a scarab.
I don't know the name in English. How? Let me check.
Because I know on the tabletop there's
It is called like this in English too. Is a scolopendra? Is the name scolopendra actually something in English?
Maybe. Here, go ahead, type it. I'll see what I can look up.
No, I can send an image of it, but like the one you send, the one you see at the end of like Space Marine 2 that is inactive in the Tomb World, literally looks like this, a giant version of this.
Oh,
in Italian, this is a scolopendra. I don't know.
It's just It's just a giant caterpillar.
It's
No,
well, actually it's a centipede.
Or is that a centipede? Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
Yes.
centipede.
You call these things centipedes? The centipedes we have are small. These things are gigantic.
Well, those are like
Yes.
Amazonian centipedes, but yeah.
Those are
Nah, we
ones
call
that are
them
supposed to rip
scolopendras,
your
but
head
yeah.
off.
So I know what you're talking about. They're called like tomb horrors or tomb watchers or something.
I like the
I know
Swedish
what
name
you're
for
talking
centipedes, which
I'll
is just
find
literally 1,000 foot.
So that's a scarab right there. I couldn't find a better high quality image. I'm trying to pull up Wikipedia. So
It looks like a primordial version of Sid from the Ice Age, see in the face.
It does. You ruined it.
I'm gonna pull it up the other way. Necrons, monsters, tomb sentinels.
boy.
That's what they are. Tomb sentinels and tomb stalkers are the here.
I feel like if you respect and
Go
like the
please.
Necrons, you're going to find more times you hate Carl more and more.
Don't worry, I don't think I can have more hate for a character that is literally a plot device. Especially when in the book of the Great Work, he takes unironical control of a fucking swarm of Canotep scarabs. Like, this guy takes control of fucking Necron technology. Fucking Christ.
Yeah. No, it's the tomb sentinels are what you're thinking of.
Plot device guy has a lot of power.
No, he has a lot of plot armor and plot device power. He's not even a character. He's literally a MacGuffin.
I've heard people recently say Pontius, and I don't know if this is true because I don't have the books. But in like a Mechanicus book recently, one of Call's friends has found like a cure for the Flayer virus or some shit.
Well, not really a cure for the Flayer. But like it is mainly like it is not even like a friend. It is technically another Necron, but like it is more a more complicated story than that. It is mainly like the equivalent of being an highly functioning autistic guy. It is more of a matter of being able to control it than really cure it. Like there is also a lot of time shenanigans in it. So.
I can't wait until the next book comes out where Trasin teams up with Fabius Bile, and then they both go back in time and fix the female custodies.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I posted
Yeah,
it, Pontius. These are what you're thinking of. They're tomb sentinels.
Yeah.
It's
The reason you've never seen them, Pontius, is because they're Forge World. And their rules are bad. That's why no one uses them.
I mean, even then, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't play the tabletop. I'm there for the lore.
The name because nobody fucking knows anything about them.
So is it true? Here's the thing. In tabletop, I think it is Necrons has the highest power, like damage dealing weapons in the game.
So it depends on what you. So actually, so there's the Knights, which have the Volcano Lance, which is pretty much the most powerful. The most mathematically consistent anti-tank weapons is actually the Custodies, Caladius Grav Tank.
No, goddammit. Okay, well, we're cheating if you're using Knights. and like elite armies. I think. Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's
cheating.
the Scarab construct, which is like a giant 24 wound, like 700 point model Attari in the Necron list. Come on.
Okay.
Wait a second. The Caladius Grav Tank is the most like powerful anti-tank
It's the
weapon?
it's the most mathematically consistent because there's some that technically can spike higher. So like it does like D6 is D6 plus 2 damage, you know, good rerolls. But like there's the Volcano Lance on like fucking Castellan Knights that or not Castellan, the big like shooting knights that like does like D6 plus 8 damage, but it's so swingy that it's not as consistent.
But wait, there was like a more powerful, there was even a more powerful vehicle of the Custodians that should be like the most powerful one. Period. What was it called?
There's the
Jesus.
The Grav tank. Is it a vehicle? Is it a flyer or is it a tank?
Technically a flyer, but like it is the one specifically. Like it is the one specifically. No, it is not a Grav carrier.
Orion's dropship. Go ahead, keep going.
What is it called? I even have the picture, but I don't remember like the name.
But yeah. Also, by the way, about the Necrons as well.
The RS gunship. The RS gunship.
That's
the scary thing about
the
Necrons is once you shoot them down, they usually there's a lot of things is that they can use in the game. They can re-roll to just get it back up again. But the thing is, in the lore, because they are so kind of hard to kill, because they can just if they have like wounds, they can just make it like they get damaged, they just make them fall down. They can sometimes just rise back up again, or the body just disappears, and you can say they get teleported back to before repairs.
Yeah,
so they are hard to just get rid of.
Mizu's gonna have a lot of fun with Necrons because they're assholes.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense.
There are specific like kind of ammo that the Imperium has developed to like avoid the teleportation both of the mind of the Necron and the body. But other than that, yeah, they're a problem because they can be reborn constantly, even if the bodies are destroyed. Like they can just be put in a new one. But there is a little bit of a problem with that, which is the technology to technically transfer their personalities and minds back to a new body technically isn't perfect. So there is always some kind of minimal loss every time it is done, and the more it is done, the more pieces of the Necron you pretty much start losing, to the point that probably the Necron, like the lifeless Necron grunts, the normal robots that you see around walking and in silence fighting like real fucking automatons, probably at one point were just normal citizens in robot bodies. Now they are just that because during the wars they have fought, they were reborn so many times that of them is left literally nothing.
Yeah, no. So I'm looking at the Ares gunship. It's only got 8 shots. It also costs more than 2 Caladius Grav tanks.
That ship is literally the most powerful custodian vehicle around. It has a cannon that is powerful enough that it is said it can one-shot a Knife City.
Yeah, which is a little bad, but like the Magna Blaze cannon. No, it does good damage, but like 2 Caladius Grav tanks is 150 points cheaper than a 1 Ares gunship.
Jesus.
But yeah,
and it's still only got 4 shots. It's got no rerolls like the Grav tank. It's not as consistent.
But yeah, like the major consensus when you find a tomb world or like you find remnants of it is if the authorities of Imperium finds it, it's basically called Inquisition immediately, and no one touches it, no one goes close to this shit if they know inkling of what it is. But because the Imperium doesn't really, they keep kind of hush-hush about it a lot of times, so a lot of like hive cities might build on top of these tomb worlds without even knowing what they are and just move along. I'll try to disturb them. However, those people who do disturb this tomb world are usually never heard of ever again.
Yeah, but generally it is even funnier when you consider that like some of these tomb worlds are literally awakening because like a random person touched a random rock. Then you realize that you have the entirety of the like Dark Ages technology, cybernetic revolt, the long night, and you want to tell me that no Necron ever awakened again when there was literally Skynet moving around continents on planets like weapons?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, no.
We're teaching you guys. You guys ask questions you want.
Yeah, so, like... But yeah, essentially...
What does that mean?
I'm just
no, he's absorbing, nodding and watching.
Absorbing.
like a sponge.
About Occo, what do you feel like? How do you feel? Do you feel more? What do you know? What the Necrons are kind of what they are?
Yeah, it's a very. They sound like a very unfortunate but asshole sounding race. It sounds like they had some unfortunate things happen to them, but I don't really feel that bad because they're all assholes.
Like
they're my favorite.
Yeah, well, Mizu feel in tune with them more, I think. But
they're my
yeah,
spirit animal.
Yeah, because like a lot of times they don't feel like they have the need to explain all the things they do. However, there are some characters of the Necrons who are like lords, because they all of them have their own texts. Some of them still try to pretend like they're still flesh and they still have honor with them, even when they're fighting Space Marines.
Oh gosh, do they like put on clothes and shit?
No, he just doesn't realize. He thinks he's fighting.
He fighting one of the Space Marines from the Black Templars, and he invited them to dinner, well, forcefully. Also winning a battle.
It's like, let's go to dinner together. It's like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Like, to take you to my family court, to my courtroom.
You are an honorable opponent. It's the least I can do.
I forgot the name of the Necron, but like
it's fucking. There's his bodyguard is
Oberon, I think it was.
Oberon. Zandrek, Nemesis Zandrek. There we go.
Nemesis Zandrek. I'm gonna see if I can find a.
He's a funny dude because he essentially, like, his psychosis because he slept for so long is that he thinks he's always fighting other Necrons. Like, he'll be fighting like orcs and he'll be like, oh, these Necrons are rather aggressive, aren't they? Ooh. You know, but
also rather retarded.
The code of honor that the Necrons have when they fight each other, he's like, oh, I can't do this. That would be dishonorable.
I like that I looked at image of him, and the first image I see is him just fucking do a dab.
Yeah, he's also like actually incredibly smart. Like he's one of he's also of the Sautek dynasty. He's one of Imhotep's like best generals because he's actually like an actual good strategic like mind. And like sometimes he lets the mask slip where he realizes he's actually not fighting Necrons. Like there's one point where he gets that's Oberon. That's his bodyguard behind him.
Yeah, he's gigantic.
Oh, he's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
I mean, to be honest, it was the time we got a smarter Oberon. The only other Oberon we had, technically we had another two. One was a genius, but he's long dead. The other one was the current, the last Oberon glow, and he was fucking retarded, so...
Yeah. No, but like Oberon's his big bodyguard. And like there's one point where he lets it slip, like he gives Oberon like a wink and a nod that he knows he's not fighting Necrons, but then he kind of goes back into his psychosis.
Yeah.
A moment of lucidity.
As mentioned, they're kind of keeping up. It's kind of like they act very crazy, or some of them are like weird, but it's kind of like they know a lot of things they're doing. Like they may sound crazy because they what they say don't make sense, or they're pretending, but they know they are doing it, and they're doing it just to keep the mental state like alive. Or sometimes they live into it a little bit too much where they believe in it. So
well, anyway,
it's a mental back. Yeah.
I'm sorry if this time I need to cut this short, but the fact that it was 5 a.m. and not 4 actually, it takes me that I have to do some stuff.
No, you're good.
This morning, so I will have to go.
It
was fun to be here. If you guys want to organize for the Imperial Guard after my video comes out, I will be happy to join again.
For sure. We'll take a look into it.
Yeah.
I did the math real quick. The Ares is not nearly as consistent, and there are knights with better shooting.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really care because I don't play tabletop. But like by Games Workshop, like even general by Games Workshop optimization of the game, they should at least make it viable, if not by cost. Like if you don't want to modify the
flyer, and GW hates aircraft right now.
Okay, I mean, Games Workshop hates everything right now. The only thing they don't hate is money. Is literally the Mr. Crab dilemma.
I mean,
anyway.
Maybe they don't hate money, but maybe they do. Well, maybe they do hate money because like they just came out with a new thing that's probably gonna not make as much money.
Oh.
I hope so. I hope they're the biggest like market crash for models of the last 30 years. It will be very fucking funny. Anyway,
Monkey is listening. He sent me the good meme about Oberon and Zandrek.
For fuck's sake.
Well, I will have to go. Have a good continuation, guys.
Yes,
See
you
ya.
have a good one.
Bye.
Pontius, thank you for coming.
No problem.
I hope Monkey made that, but I don't think he did.
How dare you, Attari?
What?
Eudrim, are you wearing a disguise? I've concealed myself as one of the peasantry in order to make my way down here without being bothered. It's like, man, your bodyguard's right behind you.
Oberon has the ability, like, whenever he thinks Nemesaur's in danger, even if he's across the battle, he can teleport next to him. So, like...
Mizu, it was a French kiss, don't worry.
That,
so, like,
that has a completely different meaning in English that just makes that worse.
Like, that's...
No!
Atari, you gave him some? Jesus.
No, not like... Don't worry, Mizu, I'll smooch you more, don't worry.
It's a little late. You taste like pasta sauce.
Okay.
Jesus, alright, bro.
I don't like pasta sauce.
Well, you're fucking European, so.
Chat, Atari's in trouble now.
Wait, what? What?
Shock him, chat. Shock him.
I don't have shot callers on, but I will make sure Mizu has a shot caller for next one. Don't worry.
You just like grab your hand and stick it in an outlet at this point.
At this point, I'll be the only one that doesn't have a shot collar.
Unironically, at this point, yeah.
We'll put one on Aqua while he is asleep and he wakes up not knowing it's on.
$1,000.
Well, Aqua, now that you can't throw the gauntlet down.
So Shad, you gotta do every time you gift to Aqua, you gotta say for the shot caller fund.
Sure. Sure.
Jesus Christ, Aqua, what have you done? You fool.
Co-signed. It's co-signed, chat. It's co-signed. 1,000. Like, eventually we'll get there.
Get a hold of Devastator. He'll fund it in 2 days.
Really quickly. No. Mercenary says, I won't get the Yippee. I'm boycotting Makeshift. Why are you boycotting Makeshift? If we don't get the Yippee, it'll be really sad. I mean, like, I have ideas of what I would do if I don't get one, but why don't you want a Yippee?
Don't worry about the Makeshift. Just think about the plushie.
Think about Akko.
Exactly.
Hold up.
Think about how sad you're making Akko by not getting the plushie.
I mean, I will definitely be sad, but it's like not the end of the world.
But I'm gonna say, if you have anything issue with Makeshift, like you can post it. I'll like send it in, so we can look over it for future things.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if there's what the issue is.
Because the thing is, we are curious to know what's the actual issue. If there is issues with Makeshift, we would like to know for future reasons. But right now, we can go with a thing, because we do, in the end of the day, we do get a product, which is a plushie. Yeah. And I'm thinking about getting one as well.
Also, yeah, old freaking chat. Yeah, it's the Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle. It's the tank.
Oh, god damn it. Hello, fellow organics. Oh, god. Oh, Lord.
How do you do, my fellow organics?
I'm sad his model's been put in Legends and Oberon as well.
But yeah, I do not know, because here's the thing. Who do you think, like, okay, I've taken friends to Games Workshop before. When they look at all the models that exist on the store shelves. And a lot of them was other cosplayers, which was just women. What do you think a lot of them just actually wanted to pick? There's two factions.
I know the answer.
Yeah, Tyranids was one of them. And the other girl I took that was also kind of big, she looked at Necrons immediately and said, I like these things.
So I'm going to be very misogynistic right now. There's 3 armies that women play in 40k. It's Orcs, Tyranids, and Slaanesh demons. And this is like true for 90%. It's kind of concerning.
No, that's just average
demons look bad.
Oh, I know, but it's like concerningly consistent. And GW.
Here's the thing: GW needs to understand when they like the people who kind of women who like you're not getting women as a whole. You're getting a specific types of women, like they like specific things.
The women that like Tyranids with penis guns.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah.
So does Attari.
But what? Do I look like fucking Vosh to you?
You're too tall.
Damn.
Oh god.
Before I end tonight, I was like scrolling Twitter and I saw this game and I kind of want to play it because it sounds amazing. It is literally just a game where it sounds like you are in a hole and you have a frog with you and you feed things to the frog and the frog helps you escape.
Based.
What?
It looks here. I'll play the trailer. It looks amazing.
little goofy game.
You're stuck in a well, and the frog is what you have to use to help you escape.
Oh, fuck. How does that frog help? Do you build the frog up?
No, you feed
Watch
the
the
frog,
trailer, it's
and then
hard.
the frog spits out things to help you.
He turns
Oh,
the
so
bone
they-
into letters.
Oh, so it is your crafting station is the frog. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool frog, I would agree.
He's just a little guy. Come on.
But yeah, so
So,
yeah. Necrons are kind of sweet, even though there are a lot of them are assholes and a lot of them are like kleptomaniacs or has their own weird little hobbies to keep themselves from going mentally insane.
that's
love
why
it.
they're my favorites.
No.
Unironically, Mizu, you'd find them fun on the table.
Honestly,
It's like, oh, you
Mizu,
killed
I
half
have
my
a-
unit. Well, they're back up now. Fucker.
I have STLs, Mizu, for Necrons if you want me to show and send you.
And I
So
can
you can
print
keep-
some of them.
No, you cannot.
No, Wacko.
You cannot, Akko. These
They're resin
the
STLs.
Mizu, we're talking about things that are the size of your little pinky finger, okay? Your filament does not point, and the details they have are like in millimeters, which is
I will
very
still
tiny.
print them.
That's
I
an
can get a-
internet that
I can
Atari
get-
is very well
you know,
acquainted
listen,
with.
You know
I
what?
can get a
okay,
point
okay, I have an idea.
millimeter.
I have an idea.
Music
I have an
library.
idea. What we can do for next time we do this, like a few months ahead or something, I'll make these things. I will ship them to you, Akko, just or Mizu, and Mizu can take a picture of them once they have them there, and you can print them and ship them to Mizu, and we can see in between, see, and let chat vote and decides who are the better one of them. Okay, I will send you the files, and you can do it as well. And we will see who's on top. Will
See, Atari's already-
will the parcel break it before I get there? So the Mizu all he gets is just a bunch of broken bits, or will
Hopefully not.
the part you send very hard and the bit stick? Because your thing will not break.
I have bad Akko. I have bad 3D printer news. My motherboard seems to have died, and
Oh, no.
they don't make the printer anymore, so I can't seem to find a replacement. So I gotta buy a new
Okay,
one.
so I will print stuff for Mizu. Mizu will put I will show Mizu a few things, and we can print them out the same things, and I can ship them, and you can also ship them, and we will see which one looks better. Mizu
Yeah.
can decide,
I would have to
and
buy
then the chat can decide.
I would have to buy a 0.1 millimeter nozzle because right now I believe what I have is a 0.4.
Probably.
I think it would be a
Some
fun
people
experiment.
Actually,
And Mizu will have his little Necrons sitting end of the day.
Yeah, right now my 3D printer is printing
And-
Johnny Silverhand's
The
gun.
thing is, unfortunately, the Necron STLs I have, they actually do have boobs or like boob like shaped things around them as well. So
because there's females.
boo.
some of them, yeah, because
DEI.
some of them do.
Okay.
Because they're not actually Necrons, they're something else. They're just legally distinct.
Legally distinct Necrons.
Yes.
Print the Void Dragon.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
what
that's
that
Actually,
is.
wait. Oh no, wait. I can send you something that could be a similar thing because I have a insert Catan thing, so we could do that as well, Akko. I will send
Yeah,
you the files for it, and
I'll send you a photo of the Void Dragon Akko. It's a Catan shard.
it's pretty cool.
Hmm.
It's like the one model. Whoops,
The fuck?
The fuck?
God
I
damn
am
it.
misclicked.
I'm not
sorry.
drawing with you right now.
No, I misclicked. I misclicked. I
The
was trying to
misinput.
use
The misinput.
Can't believe
misinput.
you.
Misinput.
Hey, that's the Void Dragon. Oh, what the fuck? Google.
Oh
Why
my,
is that
oh my god.
small?
You filth. How dare you send something that tiny?
Well, I thought you would be used to it, anyways.
Damn.
My god. Mizu, sending you flack.
No, it's about you.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Oof.
okay.
What the fuck?
Wow.
It's okay, Atari. I think your size is fine.
What the fuck?
Good at any
You're not even seeing
size.
it, you... Mizu, you're not even seeing it, you whore.
He
Do
can
you hear what he said,
speculate.
chat?
If he hasn't seen it, then how is he a whore?
Exactly.
You're bad at
I see the
insult, Atari.
things. No, like, okay, stop.
No.
This is
Mizu,
bigger-
stop it.
There we go. That's
No,
a
you
little-
stop making fun of your BF Mizu. It's not looking good on you.
Listen,
I think
if
it looks good on me.
if I can tell my wife slurs, Mizu can get away with this, okay?
Don't worry, I'll shock Mizu in retaliation. Don't worry.
Okay, how do you know he's going to be wearing it? Why would he wear it to be punished?
He promised. He promised I would.
He didn't promise shit. Mizu is a deceptive little.
I'm still waiting for them to reply back to me on the Discord.
Oh, did you actually own it?
I can't get my account if I don't.
Actually, I would. If they don't go back, I would just say make a new account and use on a different.
If I don't want to like use a whole nother email for it. They've already got one of my emails.
Good Christian stream. I agree.
Just saw what Gabby put in your server, Attari.
Christian and gay. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it.
You put it with the caption.
Mizu, I was told that this is what you wanted as well. You just specifically asked for this kind of image.
Do you think this is safe to share?
Probably not.
Wait, what image?
The one I just put in the chat.
I love how
I think it is. It's yippies.
I love how the yippie lore has been subverted by Gabby to create some very
unwholesome,
contentious looking things.
Oh boy.
There you go, chat.
Oh no.
I love the tooth.
Why?
The tooth makes it even better.
They're kind of funny with a grin, but chat, I'm not this much of a bottom. It's fake news.
You're right. It's worse.
Fucking what?
You're right, Attari. You're not that much of a bottom. It's worse.
Ugh.
Well, I could just.
Copium.
Who's coping? I don't give a fuck.
And then I could full screen capture that.
Yeah, damn it.
This is what it is, chat.
I can't believe you've done this.
Typical Gabby.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Don't worry, there's going to be something else that's been done. I have Gabby working on it right now.
Oh, wait, it wasn't this thing. I thought it was this thing.
No. This has been around for a while, I think.
You got to get with the times.
Apparently I need...
No, I have something much more fun.
Should I be worried?
Have you shown it to me yet?
Oh, wait.
I might have. But nobody else is supposed to see it yet until it's done.
My god. Oh, wait.
Chat, you're an alpha bottom, Attari. They're trying to root for you.
Yeah.
They're doing their best for you.
Don't worry, I have this.
Chat is. I'm rooting for your downfall.
I root for my own downfall.
There you go.
Anyway, I think this is a good spot to stop unless you guys wanted to talk anymore about sexy alien robots.
Sexy alien robots like Hatsumi.
I mean, there is some interesting
Mizu.
Necron art, but we can't show that on stream.
Probably not.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Still, also, but like the only thing we're gonna go probably spurg out about is probably more GW stuff. But
yeah, the only thing I have to cope with is because I'm a Custodes fan. Is the Custodes shit.
As a Custodes fan, like also Occo, have you actually more of a different question? Occo, have you changed your point of view, or what's your favorite faction now? When we've gone over a little bit, a few other things.
I still need to like look into it, but
who are you leaning towards? It's
obviously the Imperium.
Down.
I do think it's the Imperium. I just don't know what sub faction in the Imperium.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's like half the factions. So you have it like still. So yeah, that is true.
I mean, we got mommies, we got muscle men, we got socially awkward muscle mommies.
Oh, we're not there yet. Right.
Yeah.
He's already found his Oshis, which is fine.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of Miku memes about Necrons, so yeah.
I think I've
also,
seen,
here's the thing. I do think Mizu, what's the thing that actually tells you the most? Like, this faction speaks to me.
Trazen.
Or just this Trazen.
You know, that's fair.
The kleptomaniac.
Yeah. Just the constant stealing.
And also, I like the thing I feel like once you read the book, you're probably gonna Hulk it down even harder on him. I'm gonna be honest.
Like he
I'm not gonna say
unironically
anything.
gives tours like against people's wills, but he'll make them like take tours through his museum.
He will blather about random stuff, and the person will say, "Please, God, if someone
But like
help me."
he actually gives like a proper like museum tour. It's not even like a meme. Like he actually like, oh yeah, I collected this and this is its history, and he goes on for 3 years because he does the whole history. But and these people are like at gunpoint.
Tracy needs a friend.
away.
He just wants a friend in the end of the day.
He has a
someone.
friend, but Oberon doesn't think he's a friend.
No, Trasin.
Or Orkin, I mean.
Orkin. Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, I
well.
was gonna say he is a friend, but Orkin doesn't like him that much.
Well, I still like my Eldars, but I look forward to once we talk about them because that will be unhinged. And
I
fun.
bet it will be. Okay,
You need to
chat.
put the shot in you to keep you in line.
You guys have a good night. Tomorrow's Dog Wave on Temp's channel. And then yeah.
I don't think it's the Horus Heresy chat.
What? What are they saying?
What was the book you sent?
I sent you the Infinite and the Divine.
Yeah, it's the Infinite and the Divine is what I'm reading.
The Horus Heresy is a 67 book series, chat. I don't think you guys understand what you're talking about.
It's a lot of books.
Yeah, no.
I'm not reading
Like
that.
I'm gonna say you don't need to touch it. Don't need to touch that series.
I mean, if
You don't.
Mizu wants to read all that, I ain't paying for it. But he
I'm gonna say Mizu's gonna get fatigued. Anyone who even bookworms got fatigued from that fucking series. I'm gonna be honest.
I can't read it. I'm illiterate.
We know,
Oh,
but
baby.
You gotta listen to it.
And then Akko got mad at me because I ordered a book. Like, you said you were illiterate.
I'm
It's
trying.
a picture book. It doesn't count.
Mizu, that's called the Dojin. What do you mean? That's not books.
It's not a
Hashtag
Dojin. I got the Book of Bill.
I don't believe you.
But thanks for having me, Akko and Mizu, again.
Yeah, we'll schedule a couple weeks and we'll do this again.
I can't wait until people say, actually, Attari, you're wrong on this.
Well, you were, but I'd let you slide.
And God, well, I probably am. Cause...
Kidding.
All right, chat. You guys have a good night.
Bye, chat.